That was crazy.
Yes.
All right, y'all.
Hey, Bad Duck, Dr. Preem, Melinda, everybody.
What's going
Everybody got
on, Yolanda? What's going on? Tina Moe, the chairman. What's up,
Yeah.
Melinda? And my
Hey,
guy,
Spring.
Bad Duck. Everybody in the building, man. If I mess with you, what's up, man? You know what I'm saying? Y'all
that
know how
part.
it
Greetings
is.
and salutations.
Yes, ma'am.
That's
Good
Yes,
to
it.
see
ma'am.
you, Dr. Preem.
Yeah.
Bad Duck, how are you? Good to see you, Miss
Hey,
Melinda. Lady Yo, elevated.
Yep.
Greetings and salutations.
greetings and salivations to you too.
Peace and reparations to you
Peace and
guys.
reparation. That's
That
what
part.
we'll be saying. Yeah, peace and reparation.
Word. Hold on. See, my bad, Supreme. My bad.
What's up? What happened?
Nah, I had you playing on the phone and shit.
Oh, I shut that down. I was trying to steal me some subs. I got like 3 subs. I said, let
That's
me
what's
shut it
up.
down.
So how far are you away from 5K, bro?
Man, a long way. I got
God
4,145.
damn.
Man,
Hey,
it
You
shit,
close. You
it probably
close,
ain't,
man.
it probably
I
ain't
ain't
gonna
even
never
in
hit
no
5K.
position to even be laughing at that
Yeah,
though.
you are. Yeah, you are, because you doing good, bro. You doing good.
Oh, y'all moving the Chapmans. I like that.
Yeah. Oh, the
Okay.
chat moving. Let's see. Let's see which one of these raggedy some bitches in here. Let's see. We got Rodney showing love. Epi Pooh showing love. We
Everybody
got
raggedy.
we got Stash in here. You know what I'm saying? Who else in here?
Oh,
Precious. We got Kiss
Mhm.
from Jay with her dusty, crusty ass lips in the house. You know what I'm saying?
I can't.
What
Yes,
that
Lord.
shit do? What that shit do?
What's up,
Chat,
Smooth? Man,
What's
shout out
good,
to the
family.
blue
Smooth?
collar
Salute
workers.
to you,
Okay,
bro.
Shout
smooth.
out to the blue collar
What that
workers in
shit
here,
do?
man.
Oh God, what's up, Supreme?
Man, what's up, Smooth?
You feel me? Oh, Bad Duck took the mask off.
I fucks with bad ducks.
Yeah,
I fucks with
I can,
bad
I
ducks.
can only tolerate that thing for so long, man. You know.
For me
Nah, I
to
feel
say,
it.
I fuck with a racist white dude, that let you know something
Yeah,
right
yeah,
there.
that's
Bad
that's
duck.
real
You
right
know what I'm
there.
saying? 'Cause-
Yeah, I'm the most racist white dude you'll ever meet.
Type shit. What's
Look at
going on
Kiss.
though? How y'all
Look at
doing
Jay.
tonight?
Man, what's up, Smooth? You got that
Hello,
voice. You got
Smooth.
that
How you
voice.
doing?
You got that voice for the quiet storm, don't you?
I need
Look,
don't
yo,
He look like he
what's
about to
it?
say,
You know,
we about to get
turn
ready
on
to
the
take
after
it
dark
back
movie.
tonight.
they call me
Is that
Dressel. You know what I'm
Yeah, yeah.
lips as smooth
Sir.
as butter? Is that like Amish processed butter or professional machine butter? What kind of butter are we talking about?
She gonna come up here. She gonna come
saying?
up here. She gonna come
Oh,
up
He
here
gonna
talking
Hey,
bring
hey,
shit.
that up.
that's that. I can't believe it's not butter. You feel me?
She finna come
Right.
up here. Parquet.
Parquet.
Parquay. Yeah. They don't know nothing about
Part
that.
gay.
Y'all
yo,
funny.
this is wild. Everybody
Listen,
got the channel streaming. I know y'all like to get some watch hours.
Hell
I
no,
know,
man.
not you, bro. I know. I know you don't do small time creators. It's all
The
good, bro.
small time creators, man.
Oh,
Look, man, this man said he got a hell of a topic, and I got my wife told me I got 5 minutes. So we're talking about detachment. Look, man, I be detaching from motherfuckers as soon as
Oh,
they start pissing me off.
I
all
swear
the
to God.
time.
I
Immediately
swear to God,
detached,
bro.
All the time.
cut off, gone, bye. Who are you? Never knew you.
You
It's
feel
That
me?
over
part.
with.
That part.
I
Look,
might
this
not lose myself. I'm gonna lose you though. You feel
Damn
me?
real
right.
talk,
That
real
part.
talk, bro. It's so
That
it's
part.
so it's so
Happy,
cold.
happy in the building.
Epi Pooh,
Happy
how you
food.
doing?
Epi,
What's
epi.
going on, y'all?
Hey, it's
Hey.
Hey
so
there,
Cooling,
Effie. How you
cooling,
doing?
cooling.
Good to see you.
Doing
it's
good. How
so
y'all doing?
it's so raw with
Alhamdulillah.
me. I'll cut my kids off.
Man, listen.
I'm dead serious.
No,
Protect that
no.
peace.
I'm dead
Hey,
serious.
Mm-hmm.
he ain't lying.
No, I'm
Shit.
dead serious. No, you ain't finna. No, fuck that. I done lost too much time
Hey,
to be,
look, yeah, parents know.
Mhm.
yeah, to be
Yeah.
fucking around out here,
Look, bro,
man.
sweating and shit as soon as he said it. Like, damn.
I
waiting
got
for
the
that
preacher
frying
handkerchief.
pan.
I got the
Yeah.
preacher handkerchief up here. Know?
Facts.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, man. Like, how many warnings I got to give you? How many times I got to tell you what I expect? Like,
Right.
damn, I don't understand. I be seeing all these dudes on here on YouTube complaining about women in relationships and shit. I'm like, dude, you know you can leave, right? Like
Right, right.
I don't wanna leave because of the kid. Man, fuck them kids, man. I'm gone.
He
My
ain't,
happiness.
he ain't leaving because he ain't got nowhere to go.
You know what?
Ain't nothing
You might be
faster than
right.
Pune.
You might be right. You might be right. You sure might be right.
Because if you done, you done.
Yep.
That's
And that's when you look. That's when you lose yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Well, when they
Straight
use the
up.
kids, they use the kids as an excuse. But the kids, I done said this before, the kids can see you not being happy, and that shit rubs off on them.
yeah.
So I'm saying you doing more of a disservice to the kids by staying in some bullshit.
Facts.
Yeah, so yeah, like that was me for a long time, you know what I'm saying? Open honesty. But yeah, once I was done, like, you know what? I'm cool. Like I'm good. You know, the kids they going when they grow up, they're gonna see the mannerisms of that one parent versus the other one, and they're gonna know what it is.
Yeah.
So the kids, you know, they're gonna listen to what the one parent says in the beginning, but then they're gonna be like, oh, okay, this is why mommy left, this is why daddy left, and then they're gonna realize. So yeah, it's rough, but you
And
know,
as a
it'll
man,
work itself out.
That's real.
just know and understand. I don't know who gonna watch this after the fact, but as a man, just
Oh,
know
good.
and understand when you leave the woman and the kid, you gonna be dogged out. They gonna talk about you like a dog.
Mhm.
They gonna demonize you. You can just explain that shit to them when they get grown, man. Fuck it, leave. You know what I'm saying? Worry about your own self, man. Worry about yourself. You know what I'm saying? And as a woman, I don't have no sympathy. I think everybody probably gonna be, I just got through working out, man. So you know what I'm saying? I'm sweating like a whore in church. But
Oh,
what I'm
please.
saying is,
Working out? What, you walk from the garage to your studio or something? Or what?
nah, look, I was doing pull-ups, back arms, triceps, biceps. I was getting it bad, Doug. I got to get back in shape, man. You know what I'm saying?
And that sound like he was having a good meal. He was lifting up the fork and the cup and shit. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
I'm gonna tell you what happened. I'm gonna tell you what happened, Smooth. I'm gonna tell you what happened. This is real talk. Sorry, elevator, bro. Sorry,
Nah, you
Pop.
good, bro.
This
Go
way
ahead.
we went to Gatlinburg last weekend, right? And you know, my wife was young, and them guys was walking around. They had them arms, and I said, "Shit." I said, "No, I ain't finna let you just smoke me like that." Now, you know what I'm saying? I got to get my
Right.
look at
That's
Bad Doug.
complete BS. You know that you went to Gatlin and you only lasted about 35 seconds till you were like,
Oh, 35 seconds.
and
Hey,
that's why you got to get some stamina built up.
35.
back in the day.
Some
Just admit
people
it.
done been knocked out in a heavyweight round in 35 seconds. That's
Right.
35 seconds. You can get a lot done in 35 seconds.
That's facts.
You can get a lot done in 35 seconds. Think about
Like,
that.
man.
35 seconds of straight pumping. That's a good time.
Most people go all out in that 35.
Man, 35
That's
seconds.
it.
But
You
no,
better get yours.
women, you gotta lead them situations, man. Y'all be loving talking about you being emotionally abused and financially abused, and man, you got to leave, man. You got to get your ass up and leave. Go back to your aunt's house. Go back to your mama's house who you cussed out 10 years ago. Go to the church. Somebody at the church will put you up. One of them mothers, one of them deaconesses. You got to go to the homeless shelter. You got to go somewhere. Ain't no excuse
I used to
to
tell
stay.
people all the time, if they're gonna be dumb enough to stick around, you got to be smart enough to leave.
Man,
You know what I'm
that's a
saying?
bar. Bars.
That's
Bars
real.
right there.
I'm just saying. I've been there. I've been there like many times. You feel me? Unfortunately, but I learned from each one. You know what I'm saying? And that detachment got easier and easier.
Yep.
Like straight up. Straight
Every
up.
time. I swear to God, bro.
Detachment is the key to preserve your sanity. I believe that. Now, Danielle disagree with that. I wish she was up here because one time me and Danielle was going back and forth, pause, and she said, it works till it don't. And I'm like, no, Danielle, I don't agree with that shit, man. I can detach and unattach and leave a motherfucker not even think about him no more. That shit don't affect me. Like when I cut you off, I'm not somewhere in the corner wishing what had happened. You know, I'm literally gone. Everybody can't do that, but I can, man.
Right.
No, I can for sure do that. You like dead. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Dead, never
I don't care
existed.
about your life. Yeah.
Indifferent.
Yeah.
Yeah, indifferent.
Fuck your life. You feel me? But yeah.
Right.
Elevator, you want us cussing up here? I ain't even ask you that.
My
you
bad,
good,
bro.
You
Yeah.
good?
Okay.
Y'all good?
No, I just make sure a smooth, because you know how I be cutting loose.
Oh man. Listen, it was making me do it. I'm gonna chill though. I'm gonna try to be mindful of that.
It's all good. So yeah, we got quite a few people in chat. So this channel is going to be just a connect and grow type of a channel. All my different content is I'm gonna start creating different channels. So this is connect and grow strictly. So yeah, y'all good.
That's what's up, man.
That's what that.
That's good. How your watch hours looking, bro? How had this shit been helping?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm at 1,300 and something, like 1,328 or something like that.
What month are you in? Was this like your third month or fourth month?
Fourth, it's the fourth.
You gonna make it. You gonna cut it. You gonna cut it.
Yo, but my other channel, when they let it back up, I still got 700 and some hours on that channel, 736 or something like that.
What you gonna do with that channel?
Nah, that's elevated mindset. Like I'm gonna still keep the motivational type stuff.
Okay.
That red pill content was hitting though, so I'm gonna do that too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they love that red pill shit. All you gotta do is get on that. Women ain't shit. You black bitches ain't shit. That's man, you gonna
Hey,
get all
Elevated
kind
be
of
quiet
views.
most of the time, but when he do talk, he be saying that shit for real.
Yeah, nah.
Oh,
he got some. He done came a long way, Smooth. You wasn't around when
Nah,
Elevated
yeah,
first
you
started.
wasn't, bro. Like
Elevated done came a long way, man.
Oh, okay.
We all know the page 54 of the boys' guidebook to women. It says all bitches be crazy.
Oh
So,
shit.
oh man.
Long as you
it's
know
just
which ones they are.
yeah, it's just a
Look,
written rule.
Tina took her
That
mute
part,
off for that.
Dana, that part.
Oh
See,
shit.
Because it
even
sure
Kiss
is a
knows.
difference. It's a big difference.
Yeah.
Look. They used to say, when I say bitch, if I ain't talking about you, keep your mouth shut. I'll if you hear me.
All right.
Right?
Okay.
They used to be
Don't
like,
apply, let it fly.
so look,
They say a hurt dog holler, but I scream when I want to.
Oh,
hey, Paul. I don't know if that's a
Are
pause or
you?
not.
I get
Okay.
right now. I'm confused.
Tina with the bar.
I don't know. I don't know if that's a
Okay.
pause or not.
Hey, Lisa J, I started a financial channel, so that's coming. Thank you. Trying to get like you, Lisa J. Y'all
Trisha,
tripping? No, we not tripping. My MMG. I guess
Trisha
it's
talking
not the
about. I guess
channel.
it's not the chat for me. Bring your ass up here, old lady. She
What's
finna cuss
Hey,
going
me out.
on,
hey,
She
chat?
finna
What
cuss
y'all
me out.
doing, chat?
Nah, Trisha was mad. She was
She
like,
finna
"Oh,
cuss
you
me out.
elevator, you never call me pretty." So I like Trisha. You know you pretty for an old woman.
For your
Oh
for
wow. Not for the old woman.
my wife
Ooh.
got mad at me about that the other day.
Oh, Daniel.
She said, "Don't be
Yeah,
putting
she
no
about to piss.
modifier on it." I said, "What you mean? Don't put a modifier on it?"
Mm-mm.
How come men
Okay.
love to call women that, but hate when we call them one? Call
What
them
happened?
what?
How come men love to call women that but hate when we call them? I guess she's talking about a bitch. I don't know.
Yeah, she talking about bitches.
I don't know. I
Because
mean,
we ain't bitches.
it's a
Because
bunch.
That's a female word. It's not
A
a
lot of
man
male
is
times
word.
not
we
a
don't use
female
it in a
dog, right?
derogatory sense. You know what I'm saying? It's like, term of endearment. You feel me?
So I know one thing. It's a lot of bitch dudes out there though, and
Oh
Oh
some
yeah,
of
yeah.
them, and
oh
some
yeah,
of them be in your chat.
Facts.
yeah.
But on a, but you know, but no, when I'm just talking shit, man. I'm
No,
married
fuck that.
and
Like,
like,
I was about to say this.
no. Look, I'm like
Let's detach from
80%,
these niggas right now.
80. Man, let's go. Fuck it, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's up. This is what we talking about. You feel what I'm saying?
Look, 80%, man. So I'm 40 plus, Smooth. I don't know how old you are, but like I know how to deal with people individually. You know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
when I
No,
was a
I'll be
kid,
39 this month. I feel you,
when I
bro.
was a kid, when I was a you soft motherfucker, elder abuser.
Whoa.
At least I don't abuse the elderly, motherfucker. Anyway,
God damn. Listen.
like I was saying,
Hey,
I
Brett.
know how to deal with people individually, just like that bitch in the chat, Ryan, that abuses elderly people. That's talking about Supreme is soft. I might be soft, but at least I don't abuse the elderly. You punk motherfucker. How about that, bitch?
Is that Napoleon's new name or what?
No, that's a dude named Ryan. I'll send you a link to his channel. Yeah, he don't like me, but fuck him.
Nah, why would I want to watch this channel
Oh,
then
Oh,
if he ain't
listen.
liking
Oh,
you?
shit. Y'all wildin'. Hey, I ain't even
Yeah,
about to get into that shit, but yeah, I feel you.
yeah,
Mhm.
Nah, 'cause it's a whole lot of shit I wasn't a part of. I wasn't privy to
yeah,
up
yeah.
until
No,
you
no.
know what I'm
You
saying
you
recently.
missed a
So
lot. You missed a lot. But anyway, I deal with people individually, so I would be
facts.
a fool to blanket statement anything, even the word bitch. You know what I mean?
No, I
But
feel you on that.
that's what I was saying before I was cut off.
I feel that. I tell people all
I'll
the time,
I'll
fuck with
accept
me
the
or don't fuck with
caveat,
me because of me.
Supreme.
My bad, elevated. I know you're trying to keep this shit positive and shit, but
Sorry,
he
sorry.
came at me. He came at me first in the chat. You
Yeah.
know, elder
I
abuser. So,
I didn't mean all bitches be crazy. I really meant all women be crazy. But it's okay.
yeah,
We
elder abuser gonna
I'm gonna
call the
get beat
motherfucker
up.
soft.
That sounds too much like the same thing.
Nah, it's a little different. It's a little different.
all right,
If you say so. If you say so. Hold
all
on.
right, y'all.
I'm finna pull that charge up so everybody can see it in real life. Then, since you want to do real life,
Listen,
All right, so
y'all wow.
yeah, so no more comments on the stage. Y'all know, like this ain't it. We gonna start with the talking points. We got detachment versus indifference. Detachment is maintaining peace while staying emotionally aware. Indifference is avoidance. Detachment still allows compassion. You can care deeply without needing to control outcomes. True detachment comes from confidence, not coldness. Learning to observe instead of react keeps your emotions balanced. Boy, this ain't the topic here. Mm,
How
mm.
come they're not one and the same? What's the difference between detachment and indifference?
Yeah.
It's,
That's a
it's
good
it's all
question.
about with the emotions. So the
Does
indifference is
mhm.
is the detachment, but while not being emotionally aware, and the indifference is trying to keep your emotions, well, not being emotionally aware while you're trying to just back away from not even an argument, but a indifference, like a um an
Mm,
agreement to disagree type of thing. It's all about the emotions being involved with the
mhm,
situation.
So what
mm.
would you call like an ex-wife that you still want to see do well in life, and you still want to you
Yeah,
wish
that's
them
what
the
I
best,
thought.
et cetera, et cetera, et
Mhm.
cetera. I mean, is that detachment or is that an indifference? I'm a bit confused.
I
Yeah,
would probably say
Rodney, yeah, defined it a little clearer. Detachment, the conscious choice not to be emotionally attached, while indifference is the absence of feeling or caring altogether, which would
Right.
be apathy.
Mm, that's the word. There you go. Hey, Rodney, thank you for the alley oop, bro.
Yes.
Thank you for that.
But does not indifference sometimes cause detachment?
Yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely.
So would
So,
one? What is it? So my question is, are you posing we should choose one or the other?
I mean, it's not so much a choice, it's just one. It's just something that happens depending on where your heart is with the situation.
so. Like,
You
what was
know,
our experience when we was dealing with that? I feel that. Listen, so let me see. Let me for clarity, right? This is kind of like, let's say, like, y'all remember that show Married with Children?
yeah,
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Kids, he did go to work, but him and Peggy wasn't like it was love there, but there was no emotion. It wasn't like that. He really like dreaded every moment. You know what I'm saying? Is it kind of like that?
I think he just hated his life, man. I think his
Again, it
life
was an
was just
indifference. He was detached though. Like You feel me? Like you're there, but you're not a part of it. You know, when they say like you're here, but mentally you're checked out,
Right,
that's detachment, right?
right.
You know what I'm saying? But you
So if you
indifferent to it because you don't want to leave the lifestyle, or you don't want to like necessarily
Your heart is
fully
still there.
detach.
Then you become indifferent.
so to continue on what Rodney was saying, there's a little bit more here I think that might help. Um,
Mhm.
the next line is detachment involves observing emotions without being controlled by them, allowing for action without being ruled by anxiety over outcomes. Indifference is a lack of concern, often resulting in apathy and inaction.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah,
Interesting.
you say you love me,
I
you
didn't
show
see
it, but I
that.
don't feel it.
And so I do get it. No different than what Rodney was saying earlier. It is
Yeah.
mainly one is the lack of choice, whereas one is choice. You choose to walk away, which is the detachment style. Which indifference, on the other hand, is just allowing things to be and not caring one way or the other.
Hold on, my bad.
So they got some examples here, like that I'm reading.
Okay.
Relation to emotion. Relation to emotion. The
Mm,
detachment can coexist with love, compassion, and sadness, as one can be aware of emotions without being consumed by them. The indifferent side is characterized by the absence of strong feelings, both positive and negative. The analogy would be for detachment would be building a surfboard to balance on waves, and indifference would be building a dike to hold back the waves.
damn.
Which that one, the analogy really, I guess, kind of makes sense to me. The indifference, you're
Right.
more shutting down any conscious
What?
feelings for it.
Mhm. That makes sense. Shout out to everybody joining the chat. I see y'all. I just this chat is rolling. But I see y'all.
Hey,
Thank
listen,
y'all for
I'm
joining.
actually, I'm about to, I'm gonna step away, you guys. I appreciate it real quick, but I gotta help my mama with her glaucoma medicine.
Shout out to
You feel
Smooth.
me?
Shout out to
Do your
Smooth.
thing, bro.
Well, yeah.
Shout out to Smooth, man.
Oh God, but no,
All right, Smooth, you have
I
a good
might come
one.
back on.
Okay, bet.
All right, so I'll hold it down.
I have a question. Since there are so many gentlemen, even though one just left,
Mhm.
I want to
Bring
ask the question of which one of these, where do you find most men to fall into the detachment style as it pertains to relationships versus the indifference style?
So as far as like relationships, I can't speak for every man out there, but I tend to detach first and foremost, and then over time, when it comes to dealing with the same type of relationships and the same type of drama and stuff, then after a while I become indifferent. Like, okay, yeah, I'm good on relationships. I don't want to go through that same headache all over and over again.
Yeah, I think it's you kind of are always in a men are always in a detachment style where they're choosing not to be emotional or choosing not to get caught up. It's the old adage of women going, "How do I look?" or "What do you think of this outfit?"
you got
Honey, you
somebody
look
being you got
you
somebody being
look
super
great.
disruptive in your chat too, man. But
Yeah,
go
you
ahead.
do.
My fault, bad duck.
No, you're fine. It's you look great, you look fine. It really honestly doesn't matter to us. Um, it's kind of one of those things where you're our girl and that's the end of it. We're gonna let you choose to look good. I mean, if you come out looking like a hoe, that's another story. But over the most part, we're just gonna be like, yeah, you look great. Let's keep moving on. And then when that continues to be, well, you're just saying that, you're just saying that, you're just saying that, you're just saying that, then I think a man becomes indifference to that situation. of
Mm-hmm.
I'm over it. I don't care. Meh, move on. I don't want to get in an argument right now. I don't want to get all emotionally worked up about it.
Right.
Now, I guess my second part question would be because while I was talking about relationships, I also took into consideration not just the personal relationships that people have with women or what have you, but I mean as far as maybe even enterprise or business, because you're still talking about people having relationships with people, and
Mhm.
it doesn't have to be sensual in nature.
Right.
Right.
Um, because I don't exactly know how men approach things when you see some of that same stuff in the workplace, some of the
Mm-hmm.
same behaviors. It may not be, again, it may not be sensual in nature. It may not be relational as far as you dating a person, but like when it comes to stressors,
Mm-hmm.
is it more of a leaning towards indifference, or is there more of a leaning towards uh what was detachment? Hmm.
Detachment. Now, at least for me personally, like it's more of detachment because I have to keep my emotions in check, as far as job wise, because this is what's paying my bills. I need this jobs because that's the only reason why I'm here. So yeah, I gotta stay emotionally aware. I can't let this person get underneath my skin to where it's gonna cause me to lash out and then I'm gonna be jobless.
Right.
They come with age and wisdom though. Cause
Mm-hmm.
when shit, man, I
Yeah,
crashed out
yeah.
on a couple of jobs as a young man. So yeah, yeah, but real talk.
Yeah, see, I would say I've become indifferent at my job where it's just like, whatever, man. I'm just your monkey. Tell me what you want and I'll do it. I'm gonna clap my cymbals over here and sing my song.
Damn.
It's yeah. I mean, when the at when the atmosphere becomes that, I think
Mhm.
I just walk away from it and just say, nope, I don't want any participation. Just tell me what you need.
Makes sense.
Right.
But now, does that cause you from looking for a better situation?
No, it hasn't stopped me from looking for a better situation. I just have chosen not to at this point because the advantages I have in the job right now the benefits that I have with it benefit not only me, but benefit my kid going to the university and all that.
Mhm.
So
Mm-hmm.
now in
Okay.
2 years when he's done with school, yeah, I think I'll
Yeah.
be making an exit stage left and finding something different. Same job but different place.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
Okay. That makes sense. I Well, I guess we talked about that. What's the difference between caring and being detached? My bad, I spelled it wrong. So what, sue me?
You're sued.
Um,
Oh, you mean caring and being detached?
detached. Yeah, we just talked about that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like that.
But I think you can care and still detach. You just recognize that there's toxicity that you no longer want to be a part of.
Part of. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I think
Absolutely.
that's the whole definition of detachment, really, is you still have emotions. You're just choosing consciously maybe to not engage them
Mm-hmm.
in certain situations.
Right. You
So
know.
what does it say about someone who can't detach or who can't, separate their emotions?
Now,
Psycho!
now when I hear that can't detach, I immediately go to thinking codependency,
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Wow.
yep. Yep.
because I'm like, what would keep you there if you know it's toxic?
All right.
Other than there is some kind of um some kind of thing that you have wrapped up where you feel like you can't leave the situation, or I mean, I don't know, that that just screams codependency to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The codependency. Yep.
Emotional immaturity. Someone who can't get over something. Someone who can't.
But that's the thing about trauma bonds.
Hmm.
Trauma bonds are one of those things that people form where they feel like I can't leave this person because they need me,
Yes,
or I can't move on because I need them,
that's the truth.
and vice versa. And when it's like that, both of them are taking each other down into the ditch. It's
Right.
just
Yeah.
that they have the mindset that I can't let this go, or I need to be here because they need me.
Mm,
Hmm.
facts.
Yeah. But how do you get over stuff though? Do you just let it go? Because like sometimes you're responding to what someone said to you or what someone did to you physically. You know what I'm saying? So how do you get over that?
Healing.
I most certainly believe that there has to be distance.
Yes.
You got to create distance first in order to give yourself the space
To heal.
um
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
not just compartmentalize, but sometimes to decompartmentalize, to
Mm-hmm.
decompress, to
Mm.
look at what you actually have before you and what you had before you, as it relates to that whatever kind of relationship it was. Again, I'm still saying it's not just in those relationships as beyond um the sensual. I'm also am adding in with that business deals, familial relationships. All of those things have this undercurrent of, do you know what is before you? Do you actually know what is before you? Do you actually know what you've been attached to when you decide to detach? But that detachment is so you can have the clarity to be able to see what actually happened, or what, how they say hindsight is 2020.
Yeah.
But if
Right.
you never get away from it, how can you look back at it and say that was bad?
Right.
Uh-huh.
But like, okay, and you know, Tina, I roll with you, man. But you have a pretty good understanding of things, right?
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
So then, as far as detaching from something, and I get detaching from something, but what
Hmm.
if someone beat up a 67-year-old woman,
Oh man.
and you can't detach from that though? Like every time,
Come
like when, like what? I'm just saying, man. I can't. Like I'm trying to get some healing myself. I'm trying to get some healing myself. What do I just let it go? Tina, don't even think about it. Like, help me for real. I'm being for real.
No,
Have an also
seriously.
moment.
What does holding on to it do for you? Not just to
Right.
you. What does it do for you? Is it a benefit to you in the first place? Because
Definitely not.
anything that you hold on to, that you're willing to go through whatever to hold on to,
Mm.
what's the value in it?
Facts.
So it's just I'm just stressing myself out over a situation that I can't affect because it's already done.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Let it
what do
go.
you do about your now when the past has already occurred? You move on, you
Right.
move
Exactly.
forward, you redirect your thoughts, you redirect your actions. And when you redirect your thoughts and your actions, that's the proof that you've moved on.
Now,
Yeah,
when it
it's the
comes
old.
to
Go ahead.
no, go bad duck, go.
I was gonna say it's the old adage of learn from your mistakes and keep moving forward. And that's really all it is. But don't hang on to crap, dude. That shit happens. Something's happened to everybody here. In this chat and panel and world that
Right.
has affected us in a way or not. But
Mhm.
you just got to let that go and say, it happened. Here's what I learned.
And move forward. Right.
But
Move forward. Yeah.
my thing is, if you can't, because I'm looking at what Rodney said as well, that
Mm.
I feel like is significant to the conversation. Your morals and integrity will keep you focused on certain things you can't control. My thing is, how can you turn what your experience, your knowledge, whatever that was from the past, how can you use it to create something that you can throw your energy towards in a positive way? Like allowing the thing to become fuel for something better, to progress. Because if all you end up doing is staying in the weeds of a thing, you're not progressing. You're not
Right.
moving forward. And you're no longer helping anyone as it relates to where your integrity and your morals are as it relates to that situation. What are you going to do about it? Because moaning, griping, uh, uh, allowing the situation to continue to ruminate in your mind does not help you. If anything, it'll raise your blood pressure. It'll cause you to have stress.
That's
It'll
it.
cause you to have palpitations. Because at the end of the day, a situation that you no longer can control,
Mm-hmm.
if you do not get control of how it's affecting you now, eventually you'll allow that thing that affected you then to dictate how you are able to respond later. Meaning you can't
Right.
jump up like you used to because now you got a heart problem. You can't think clearly,
Mm-hmm.
as it relates to dealings with someone else, whether that be a kid or your wife or whomever, because what you've been thinking on this whole time, you're enraged.
Mm-hmm.
So at what point can you say, hey, I no longer want to be attached to the thing that was toxic to me? Can I take the thing that was toxic to me and turn it into something positive that everyone can benefit from? Or do I need to just cut ties with it altogether and find a
And that,
way to decompress as it pertains to continuing to stay on it in your mind?
well, and that's the thing is you can't just because the situation, and I don't know exactly what we're talking about here, but say a toxic relationship or something was very your opposite was very toxic in that relationship and you got away from it, but it still drives you nutty. You're
Mm-hmm.
not going to change. You can't change that past and you can't change them. And it's not because of you. So don't beat yourself up over something that is past and done. You just, let it go and move on. And yeah, remember that control talk we had, everybody? You got to let go of the thinking you can control that past and just
Right.
because
Right.
otherwise what it does is it will beat on you and
Mm-hmm.
even to build on what Tina was saying is it will affect other relationships. It will affect how you interact with people. Um,
Yeah.
because that stuff in the background maybe just puts you on the edge of rage or puts you on the edge of a short fuse or things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So you're better off just got to walk away sometimes, man.
I mean, yeah, that.
Yeah, but that's the thing about knowing. First of all, you have to become emotionally intelligent to know where your triggers are as it pertains to the thing that would have occurred and how to safeguard yourself from those triggers. There are some things that are unavoidable in life, but just because it's unavoidable does not mean that you have to go all in with everything that you feel and everything that you think with the thing that just presented itself to you
Mm-hmm.
because it's part of maturity. Maturity says, because I'm integral, because I have morals, I'm not going to dwell on this thing and I'm not going to allow the thing to dictate how I respond to it.
Right.
Yeah, that's just good words to live by. Is don't let the situation control you.
Mm-hmm.
Tina always come with the real. That's why I mess with Tina. That's the
Hmm.
chairman right there. Tina is the chairman. Look,
Tina for president.
for real, Tina is the chairman. But look, man, look, I appreciate you letting me come up here. I got to get some sleep because I got
Yeah,
to go to
bro. I
work.
thank you, bro.
Man, I rock with y'all. I appreciate everybody that I rock with. Those that I don't, you know it. But peace to you, Elevator. Shout out to Bad Doug, Tina, Melinda. I don't know you, but hello, Yolanda and Epi Pooh, and everybody in the chat except for one. All right, peace out, y'all.
Later, bro.
Good
Good
night.
night. Have a
Bye.
good night,
Oh, God.
Fred.
Okay.
Fred, why are you saying my name in chat?
Huh?
So why are you saying my name in chat?
She's late. She always say what's up to everybody all late.
Nah.
No, you didn't go there, elevated.
Oh, oh,
I
hold on, hold on.
Uh
Time to
oh.
Yeah,
go.
I
Time to go.
trying to show her some love. No, come back over here. Man up.
What?
Oh,
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 who,
wait.
what,
oh.
where?
What in the ham
There he
sandwich?
go. There he
I'm
go.
confused now. What the?
All right.
There you is. We good? We good, elevated?
Yeah, we. I hope
Hey,
so.
I want to take a 2 minute break from this topic just to explain something to everybody
Do you
because
think?
people have been commenting about the multiple chats and things like that. So
Yeah.
the way StreamYard works, everybody here on the panel, is that once you enter StreamYard and you have a simulcast going, if you use the comments in here, it will put that comment out to every chat that is simulcasting. That's why you'll see it 3, 4, 5 times pop up, depending on how many people are simulcasting it.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, people were responding to me thinking I was in their chat, and I'm not in your chat. I watch the comments here because this comments in StreamYard feeds from everybody's chat.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the stay off of the YouTube side of it and stay in the StreamYard side of it, and it's a lot less confusing if you can. If you got good mods.
Yeah. So to touch on that point that Bad Duck just said, I do try to put everybody's comments up. I'm not gonna put everybody's comments up, but if there's like 1,000 people saying hello to each other, because that's just kind of,
Right.
I'm not downplaying nobody saying hello to everybody, but I'll be trying to keep up with the chat, so please forgive me.
You're right.
But yeah, I do appreciate everybody. Thank y'all for going through that little turbulence. Everything is cool now. I got 4 more spots if anybody wants to get some watch hours, because that's what this channel is going to be about moving forward.
Much appreciated.
That's
And
cool.
I mean, hey, Callie and the Tweety Bird legs is in the chat.
The Tweety Bird legs is
I
crazy
didn't
work.
say I didn't say that. Look, somebody said it. I'm just gonna run with it. Pause.
Pause.
Be sure to put your DNA on that like button. I like
Yeah,
that, Donnie.
everybody should be hitting like and or double tapping their screen in their respective chat. Do what's
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
Pause, pause, and pause again.
Wait a minute. What I miss?
What?
I'm still safe.
Let's move along. Moving along.
Crazy.
Duck legs smile. Okay. Elevated.
What's up, Nisa Boo? What's up, everybody? I saw y'all again. Everybody comments is back on the stage now. But yeah. I know y'all probably can't see it. Y'all need to get an iPad or tablet or something. Trust me, you can see the comments. I'm just saying.
Rodney, I'm
Tell
an old white vanilla grandpa. You think I understand emote talk? Come on, man. Speak English.
strong noodle legs.
Hey, CeeLo.
Strong noodle legs. Oh my goodness.
Hey, Yolanda, Diamond said, could you link Tina for her?
Tina. All right.
All right, so dang, we have 48 minutes and we only went through one talking point. This about to be an all night live. No, it's not, because I
The
show
devil is a
right
lie.
now,
I
right
know how
now.
to make it real quick.
Come on, let's
I'll,
do it.
I'll quit talking.
Nah, it's all good. We're not gonna drag it out though. Pause. All right.
Uh,
Love without losing self. Real love honors individuality, not codependency. When you lose your identity in love, you lose your power. Setting boundaries is a reflection of self worth, not distance. Healthy love adds value, it doesn't drain energy. You can give fully and still protect your peace. Now, just for context, love doesn't mean a love partner. Like, 'cause I know somebody about to run left with this, but yeah. Yes, coach came in the building late as hell.
I thought it was still kind of early.
It must be them Foreman Mills earbuds that she bought earlier.
You know what?
I think that the whole notion of loving without losing self
Mhm.
has more so to do with the fact that the person does not really love themselves and they don't know it.
Yep. Oh, Tina.
That's it.
Yes,
Mm-mm.
Tina.
Mm.
Wow.
Damn, Tina.
All right, this is strong.
But
This is
is it really love, Tina? Then,
It's codependency.
I mean,
yeah.
this is the thing. How do you lose yourself if you're properly loving yourself?
ooh,
You
we.
don't.
Right.
Yeah, you don't.
You don't.
Mhm.
That's the thing that I took the time to consider.
Mhm.
Even when it came to the Bible and it's saying love your neighbor as you love yourself, you
Mhm.
gotta love yourself first.
Yes, you
Mm-hmm.
do.
You are the first one in that situation. So
Mhm.
how can you love another woman, love another man? How can you love your kids? How can you love even the job you're on if you're not willing to put yourself in the situation first? Because if you don't get the
Yeah.
proper
I
rest,
think
I
the
don't care
reality
what kind of
is
money
you
they
really don't
offering
know
you.
what love is if you can't live.
I mean, but that's the thing. People don't know what love is, and therefore they do not know what self love is because they don't understand what love is.
Mhm.
It's not selfish to love yourself, it is wholeness
No.
to love yourself.
It is.
You
Mm.
said it.
Uh
Okay.
oh, Coach finna get started because we just
Oh,
started talking about loving ourselves.
Oh, no.
Lord
Oh,
help
here we
us.
go.
Hey, Coach.
Oh
Hey,
man.
Coach.
What you said, elevated?
Hey,
About my Hey,
What you
coach.
about?
Hi, guys.
what's good, BFF? I see you, bro.
I just
Hey,
real quick.
PFF.
I can't even stay long. But hello, everybody in the on the panel, and hello, everybody in the chat. I came to address elevated. What you said about my former Mills headphones?
They made you late for the panel.
I can't.
That was mad funny. That shows me that you watched my video. How you
Who
doing?
who watched your video? What you talking about?
You know what I'm saying?
What you talking about?
I
You
appreciate
went to
you, brother.
SeaWorld too, but I didn't watch your video. I didn't see you get a plate from SeaWorld.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Anywho, what's the topic, guys? Real quick.
The topic is the power of detachment, loving without losing yourself.
Okay. Was somebody talking? Did I cut anybody off? I'm
Nah,
sorry.
you good, coach.
yeah.
You
No, I
good.
wasn't important. No, I'm just playing.
What were you saying? Were you saying something?
No, go ahead, Coach.
Tina was just schooling us all.
Right. So,
Man.
coach, I mean, I could reread the talking points, so I could go ahead and put up the question. It's up to you.
This ain't but number two.
Dang, there's a question. Put the question up.
All right. Yeah, it was some words being exchanged earlier, but not with us. So we good. Question:
Yeah,
have you ever had to walk away from someone you still love? All the
like
time.
romantic love. You talking about?
Just in general. It could be romantic, casual,
Platonic.
not
Hmm.
casual love. That sounds wrong. You get what I'm
Platonic.
Like a
saying?
friendship.
A friendship
Yeah,
type of thing,
I've had to walk
family,
away from friends.
anything. Hmm.
I can't really say I had to walk away from family, but maybe distance myself.
Okay.
Sure, definitely. And
Right.
that only comes when the relationship is just one-sided.
Hmm.
And I feel every time we're on the phone or we have any kind of conversation or communication, it's always I feel drained after the
Yep.
conversation.
Yep. Yep.
Me
Hmm.
can't do that, man.
Yeah, man.
Me can't do it.
Hmm.
Because I need all of my energy. I need all of my energy
Yep.
for all of the other things I'm trying to do. And having someone that only calls you when they need something or only calls you when they have an issue or a problem,
Hmm.
and just kind of forgetting that you're also a human and you can't always be there to be a sounding board. What
Hmm.
about me? Like sometimes I need that. And when I call with an issue or a problem,
Not important. It's not
it
important. Yeah.
turns into, oh yeah, that happened to me last week.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Let me.
you still don't get an
Right.
opportunity
Yeah.
to vent and just be. It's always that's very draining when you deal with people that are like that.
It's an energy leech.
Yeah.
Indeed, it is.
I call them vampires.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Check
Yep.
That's
this out though. I've had to let go of someone that I actually loved, and the person wasn't necessarily draining me. They were willing to give, just like I was willing to give. But
Mm,
what happened was we started going in separate directions.
okay.
My vision changed.
Hmm.
And it was at that point where I was like, it ain't fair for me to expect them to go on the journey I'm going on.
Right.
And so I had to make up my, and on top of that, it's not fair to expect to stay tethered to them while they're on their journey, knowing I need to go on my own.
Mm,
Mm.
I had to let it go. And it wasn't that somebody did nothing wrong to me or somebody did something that was bad. I just had to let go.
mm, okay. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Man, yeah. That's real talk.
Yeah, indeed, it is.
Mm.
vampires.
Shout out to top to bottom hair care and skincare. That name is great.
Top
Thank you
to
for
bottom.
joining.
Top to bottom. Okay.
Coach, don't please don't. Please don't.
Oh,
Please don't. Mm, mm, mm.
Yeah.
It's not me today.
Much of your time you devoted. Yeah.
Noted. That noted.
30 years so-called friendship. Yeah.
Dang, 30 years is crazy.
Yeah. So
it
that
is.
means
But
it's
that's
probably
30 years worth of being, hold on, wait. That was 30 years worth of bad relationship? It took
it's
you
a
30
friend.
years to walk away?
I hope not. I hope
I
things
mean, it
just
was a
went
30
left.
year so-called friendship had to dissolve. So
Well, yeah, because it's a so called friendship. That's why I'm like, wow.
at
Mm.
some point
Yeah, she said they said no.
she had to chill. So what do you mean? So 30 years
They
so-called friendship.
they,
What do
they
you mean?
probably reached a point to where everybody was, their paths didn't align anymore. That's what it
It's
sounds to me.
it's the so called for me because it's one of those things. Was
Yeah.
it a friendship or was it not a friendship? Did you discover it wasn't the friendship you thought it was? Like how 3 decades go by and then it's become so called.
Mm, good point.
I mean, I ain't trying to beat up on you, nothing. I'm
No,
just curious.
we just trying to get an
I
understanding.
mean, because sometimes I could say something and the person in the chat might think she's attacking me on the panel, and I'm like, no, I don't mean that at all. I'm just curious because I'm like, wow, to be there with someone for 30 years.
Yeah, that's a
Mhm.
People
long.
don't live that long. You know what
That's
I'm saying?
for sure.
That's grandchildren time.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
could be, but it could be a case of you were friends as children, like you met in elementary
Sandbox,
school
yeah.
or something, and you
Okay.
kind of were friends throughout your young adulthood, all of that, all the way up. And then once you
Hmm.
became adults and you started having like your own family, because I've heard of many friendships like that. Like they were childhood friends and they kind of just started to grow apart as they got older.
Mm.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
questioning her motives
See, look,
after
she said,
time.
yes, we were young, right?
Mm.
I said so called because it had me questioning her motives after time.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
yeah.
And that's the
You
thing too.
start
Like when
putting
you have
pieces
a friendship
together.
from when you're really young, like a friend, like a little best friend from elementary school, sometimes you can grow up and grow together, but other
Hmm.
times you realize like this person was never really my friend. Like it's just someone that I've known for 30 years, but they
Hmm.
have best interests at heart.
So I think like as far as that, it's just a difference in the way the mind is developing. Your paths are just not. they're not going in the same direction anymore. Maybe not the fact that they were never your friend. You know, they might have been being the best friend that they could be to their knowledge or to their ability, but they just couldn't keep up with the way your mind is working or progressing. At least that's what I think.
Mm-hmm.
I
Shout out,
definitely get that.
thank you for joining, Cruz. But yeah, that
She said
was.
she expected to be put before my family. Wow.
Oh no, oh no, yeah, oh
Oh,
no,
that sound like
oh no,
never mind.
oh
That sounds
no,
like a bit of entitlement, a little.
Well,
Yeah.
oh.
it sounds-
Always calling trauma dump. You just said that too, Cole.
Yes. Oh my God.
Hmm.
And it's like, when you're younger, you might have more. I think that's what it is. It really is. You outgrow certain people because you get to a certain age. I don't want to hear all of that. Like,
Right.
or I can understand like if you're having a bad day or if you really don't like your job, but then what are you doing about it? That's the point that I get to. It's like how many times can you call and complain? Like, what are you doing about it?
And you're gonna stay in the same situation to
Right.
keep complaining about it.
And I mean 10 years later it's still the same complaints. So what it
Mhm.
like you just like complaining. That's what it is. And I
You
don't like
like
hearing.
you
I'm
like the
sorry.
toxic and all of that other stuff.
That energy is no good, and all of that negativity around you is just not a good move.
Yeah, right.
It really makes you like second guess their motives from everything that they've ever done. It's
Yeah.
like, are you calling me to make your fire my emergency? I can't do
Ah,
that. I have a life. I got family. Nah, if I can help you, I will. But don't expect me to be the one that's
Mm-hmm.
going to help.
right.
Mm-hmm.
I also know that sometimes people are just get accustomed to the emotional attachment and the attention that you give them.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Like you the only one that listens to them. You the
mm-hmm.
only one that understands. You the only one that was there for me when the boyfriend kicked me down the stairs. That old stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They
Mm-hmm.
got a plenty of trauma going on in their life, and instead of coming to you for solution, they look coming to you because you're a sounding board. You're willing to listen to them wail and cry and all of that.
So that goes back to the word they're codependent on you,
Mm.
Emotional leeches.
and
Yeah.
you allow it. You
Yep.
know. So
Vampires.
Say it again, Coach.
Vamp.
Lord,
I
coach.
can't take it.
Suckers. A
Mm-hmm.
bunch of suckers.
I can't take it.
It hurts the most when it comes to someone you wouldn't have thought. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean it happens. It happens. But you do learn your lesson, and if that situation was to happen again, hopefully you'll catch on to what the people are up to before you waste too much time.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does bother people. It not saying it's not supposed to hurt your feelings or anything like that. But BFFs are asking for the
Ah,
code to the
BFF in
Wi-Fi
the
to
building.
send pictures to their friends just to say they ain't really friends. Yo, what?
What?
That's what I was looking at.
Yo,
Tickle
what?
me.
Yo, what? Yo, BFF, bro.
That's my man.
Hey,
I
hey,
wish he
hey,
was up
nigga,
over here at work. You
he
got
need to.
you need to see it in person because it's better in person. He is hilarious.
Yeah, he is. He is.
Man, y'all really don't even understand. Coach, I could only imagine, coach.
And listen, don't get him started, child.
Uh Shout out to Marquez. I see you in the chat, bro. Thank you for joining. Okay, everybody speak. Oh, that was
Never
Drake. Now,
quote. Don't. No, never quote Drake ever.
Oh,
What's
the
wrong
the
with you?
I almost didn't know who that was talking. I was like, wait, who said
hey,
that?
hey, the pale man said don't quote Drake.
Ever.
Wait, was that from No New Friends or what? I don't know what song that's from.
Let's Wi-Fi. Some pictures to the fans just to say they ain't really. It might be. I don't know.
It might be, right?
It might be.
Asking for the code to the Wi-Fi. I'm trying to catch the.
Yeah, that's what I just did under my breath. I don't know.
It might be no new friend.
That ain't hotline bling.
Oh, I don't know
I,
if he left. He's still in the chat.
yes.
What's up?
You know, it's the delay in the chat. It's like the 10-second delay.
Yeah.
I still don't get
Still
it.
don't get
Yeah,
it.
Diamond, you're not alone, Diamond. We don't get it either. This generation of rappers try
Oh Lord, we gonna go in the whole nother.
everything. Oh no, we not about to talk about these rappers now.
Ah,
We done already had a whole fight going on, and we're not doing
War,
that.
right? A whole war.
Mm.
It's spent
it was the
on
war. I
three
missed the war.
pages.
Emotional control equals inner power. Mastering your emotions means mastering your reactions. Emotional control allows you to stay centered in chaos. Responding calmly is a sign of strength, not weakness. Every reaction is a choice that determines your peace. Emotional discipline attracts respect and stability. I hope I didn't. Okay. Ooh,
I think one of the keys to emotional control is emotional intelligence. If you don't know how you feel about something, how you
good.
gonna control it?
That's the truth.
Because a lot of people walk around saying that they have emotional intelligence, but
Mhm.
they don't know what triggers them. They don't even think they have triggers.
Yeah.
Tina. God dang, Tina.
Don't get me started on emotional intelligence, Tina.
Damn. My bad, y'all.
She
Yeah.
dropping them gems, ain't you?
Tina always dropping the gems. God almighty. Never let them see you sweat. People say I'm jaded because I never overreact.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I could say the same. Like,
He just sounds like one to practice stoicism because it's not like he doesn't feel it. He just doesn't
right,
show what he's feeling.
right, right. I admit I struggle with this even on my YouTube. I have to refrain myself from posting videos when I'm heated.
No, you're no fun.
So, so Diamond, is it posting the videos or do you record the videos while you're mad? You get what I'm saying? Not saying that you can't be mad, but the emotional intelligence kicks in, and that would tell you to not even record while you're mad, because that's gonna give you a video that you probably don't even really want to even post or publish.
For
In
sure.
my opinion, but who am I?
My thing is, even when it comes to not knowing what to do with those emotions,
Mm,
being willing to face them in the first place,
right.
or having a safe place to discuss those things so you can bounce those ideas off of someone else, because a lot of times what can happen is you get stuck in your emotions and you don't know how to process them,
Hmm.
because it's nothing wrong with being angry. It's
Right.
about how you go about doing things after becoming angry, and how you view things after you become angry.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yep. Okay.
And
Uh,
even with being mad and making content, truth of the matter is, if you make it while you're mad, don't post it while you're mad. Do the work to calm down, go back and look at it, and cut it, and cut out the things you don't want to be said. Like if you finna completely berate somebody that ticks you off,
right.
you know what I'm saying? And you can actually have some good content because you're passionate about it.
Right. Right.
The problem
Uh,
is, though, is once you become mad, you've already lost the fight. That's the thing, is you just don't.
I
And
disagree.
maybe some of
I
that
know.
comes
Yeah. No.
with
No.
age or something. I don't know. But I mean, I've gotten to the point now where it's like, oh, you saw me go off. Was I mad? No. Was I annoyed? Yeah,
Right.
but I wasn't mad about it. In fact, I was still joking about it the whole time. But
Mhm.
you just situations are going to happen. People are going to say shit, etc., and
Right.
it goes back to this detachment versus indifferent. You detach from that of letting somebody else, because the minute you're mad, they're controlling your emotions. You no longer have that control, so you
Mhm.
just gave it up.
See,
So
I disagree with that in that being angry is a natural emotion. Like you have a response to things. That's like if you walk into a room and you stub your toe and break it, are you not supposed to say ow? It
Right.
hurt.
yeah.
It's nothing wrong
Well,
with
I
saying that
agree.
hurt. It hit me. It affected me. It's just about don't go around kicking the rest of your toes and breaking them because you got mad about the first one.
First one, yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like it's nothing wrong with saying this affected me in a way I do not like. I can acknowledge that and move forward
No, I
because
agree
it's
with
not
you on
even
that.
about what a person did, a person taking your power because you felt something.
Mhm.
Well,
You didn't
again,
give
it
them anything by acknowledging it. You see what I'm saying?
depends
Right.
on the situation, I would say. But I mean, that's a lot of time. Let's use the simple one. Trolls in chat. They
Right.
get on your nerve. The
Mhm.
Hmm.
minute they make you mad or you get emotional about it, they have won. They have succeeded in trolling you.
Mhm.
So
But
sure,
that goes back to how are you processing the thing? Sometimes we can go on
Right.
live and we're not really ready, but we don't find that out until we get triggered. Sometimes you're tired. Sometimes you're hungry.
Exactly.
Sometimes you've had a rough day at work and you're on edge. You're already vulnerable.
Yes.
So by
Mhm.
the time you get to the troll, that's the straw that breaks the camel's back. They didn't win. It's just that you've had enough and then you try to push yourself in a space that you really couldn't handle. So I
Right.
don't think it's a thing that the troll won. They just
Mhm.
caught me with my pants down. Or they caught
Exactly.
me what you know what I'm saying? They caught me vulnerable in a way that the little thing that they said seemingly broke me when it wasn't the troll in the first place.
Right.
It was all the other things that I had been experiencing. Trolls don't break us unless we think that the thing that the troll said is absolutely true. The troll ain't saying nothing but words. They don't
right.
even know you. But you having a response to what that troll said is attached to something else that happened, not that very moment.
Mhm.
That
Could
part.
be.
Yeah, and then now the troll throws anything out at you, and now they baited you.
Right.
So now they know they got under your skin. They know they hit one of your buttons or they
Hmm.
triggered you or
Hmm.
something. Now they just gonna keep firing at you.
Yeah.
But now you're talking to the troll as if that was your wife that cussed you out earlier. That was your boss that told you was gonna get fired if you didn't go on and put that pallet on the back of the what you call or whatever. You know what
Mm,
I'm saying? Now you're angry with and taking out on the troll just because they said your teeth look like peanut butter or something. That has nothing to do with what actually is wrong with you. You see what I'm saying?
I do, but you're also contradicting yourself in the way that you're saying that they're just words and they mean nothing,
No,
but
no,
they're
no. I'm not saying that. I'm saying
okay.
the words that they're using towards you
Yeah.
is a trigger that has nothing to do with the actual words that they're saying. That what you are already feeling, what you came to the space with, by the time they say what they say, it's the straw. Nobody breaks their back from a straw. But if you already have pressure on you, then that straw will break the camel's back. But it was never the straw alone by itself. So it's
Hmm.
not contradictory. It's about knowing, count up the cost of what you're getting into. Because if you're vulnerable, it don't take but a little thing to set you off. But it wasn't the little thing that really bothered you. It was everything else that was added to it. So but that's no different than you go off on your kid. The kid is 3.
Yeah.
You snap. It ain't got nothing to do with the kid. The kid been asking you for juice. They've been walking around with a dirty diaper. But what you're feeling inwardly has nothing to do with what the kid actually did. They just
Mm.
squealed because they wanted some juice.
Mm,
Squealing at you because they want juice is not what made you blow up and throw a coffee mug across the room. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, I understand what you're saying. I just don't.
damn,
I don't know.
son.
I guess I just don't operate that way in my head. I'm not saying I maybe didn't at one time, but
Mhm,
I I've learned, however, um, to just not operate like that. I just take each situation out of its own and deal with that situation, and
mhm,
But you
you know what I
do
mean.
but I got a question though. Do you
Sure.
have the same stressors that you had when you were having those kind of reactions? If
mhm,
you ain't feeling no stress, no, can't nobody come in and say something to you and it's gonna bother you. You don't
right.
have the elements that add to the situation. That's
No,
my
probably
point.
because I don't let it stress me. I just move on from it.
But that's
Um,
my point. If you don't have the stressors, then that doesn't apply to you. I'm talking about the person who goes
sure.
in already with the stress. And by the time
Mhm.
the troll comes, it breaks everything.
No, I hear what you're saying.
That is something that I am working on, not letting my emotions get the best of me because I
Yeah.
can be triggered. Let me rephrase it. I used to be triggered pretty quickly when it came to work in my residence, and when they weren't done right, I would just fly off
Mhm,
the handle. But I'm learning now. Pull that. They don't have to. You don't have to speak on everything, and you don't have to show emotions all the time. So that is, it's not always easy.
Because if it's one thing that I do realize is that there are men and women that experience the same kind of things, but how
Mhm.
they operate as it pertains to those same things are differently. Men do not have the same outlets that women have, and are not expected to respond to things the same way. However, they still experience the same things that women experience when they're under loads of stress. They have heart attacks. They're overweight from high levels of cortisol. They have high blood pressure. They have things that bother them, and just because they ain't cussing nobody out, don't mean that it didn't bother them and it didn't affect them.
So true.
So I feel like it's so easy to say, "Oh, I don't let that bother me," but is it not bothering you, or did you stuff it? Did you suppress it?
That part.
I just didn't care. I mean, and maybe some of that's because I've already had a close call with, a heart attack and all that, and I just learned that I couldn't let that stuff stress me out anymore, or think about it, or be involved in the drama, et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
Um, so I just kind of learned to be like, meh,
But does that
let
mean
them be
that you became?
mad, let them say what they want to say. It don't bother me none.
So does that mean that you have a detachment style or indifference?
I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, I feel like I have emotions, but I'm very detached from things that happen that might cause an emotional response in most people. It just doesn't in me.
mm,
Again, I just don't stress about stuff. I mean, I'll be sad, I'll cry if I need to, but I just kind of gotten to that point in my life where it's like it's all BS. That 90% of your day in life is just BS. So how much of it really means anything? How much of it really affects you? You know, and you just got to kind of separate those, from what matters to what doesn't matter. People talking smack, people causing stress at work, people doing that. None of that matters. It just doesn't matter. So there's no point stressing yourself out about it.
mhm,
I understand that to be possibly a place of privilege, and the reason why I say that is because you have more people dying of heart disease from different areas of stress that
Sure.
would indicate that they're under more stress than what meets the eye. And so I don't think that, while I do believe that people can be at peace, I don't want to dismiss that at all. I do believe that people can make it to a place where they're at peace regardless, and don't allow people to disturb that peace to for the greater portion. On the
Yeah.
other hand, I don't think everybody is at peace. And I don't think
Oh
it's the
no,
majority of people that's
no.
at peace. And it doesn't matter what financial bracket they fall in.
Yeah.
I think on the other
Yeah.
hand, when you have people that are on the lower end of that bracket, that financial bracket, the stressors uh multiply exponentially.
Oh, I know. I know what you're saying, and I agree with you. I mean, I'm just, I'm not rich by any means. I do okay, but I still have financial stresses just like everybody else. But again, it is what it is. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? It's like the
I
prices
agree.
are going up. This is costing more. That's costing more. Now, you got less money to play with, or this or that. I
I
mean,
get what you're saying,
we
Bad Bunny.
all. I'm sorry. What?
I said I get what you're saying because I kind of
Yeah.
agree with you. I feel the same way. I don't. I'm not gonna let certain things stress me out. I'd rather not deal with that. I'd rather
Right.
focus on what I can control as opposed to trying to figure out why people feel the way they feel or why people
Right.
react the way that they react, because that will cause me stress. Because you can't control how other people react to things.
Yeah.
No,
You
you
can't
And
control.
can't. And
I'm wholeheartedly believe in that. You cannot control anything as it relates to other people. All I was highlighting is, are you emotionally aware of what's going on with you?
oh yeah.
Because that was the whole thing about understanding where you are as it relates to um your purview and your perception when you go into things, and the vulnerability that sometimes is there. That's no different than, coach, I've seen you on a many occasions be on a live and become vulnerable to a point to tears, and it's
Yeah.
not necessarily a thing that's is something sad. It could actually be something happy, but you're vulnerable in that moment to feel what you feel. Now, do you feel it, acknowledge it, and move on? Of course, that's healthy. But
Right.
there are some people that do not handle things in that way and don't know that they're in a space that is volatile, that other people can come in and disturb easily.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. It goes back to, it's not necessarily emotional intelligence. It's emotional control.
Mhm.
Right.
Um, Being able to know that I need to, whether you want to call it compartmentalize or just drop, um, and move on. You know.
All right. So we got a question for everybody. Why do you think letting go feels like weakness to so many people?
Because we're
Right.
vindictive.
Because it's like
True.
everyone wants to seem like a superhuman. That's why
Hmm.
Mm.
nobody wants to be vulnerable. Nobody wants. Everybody always got the answer. It's just a mess. Like, we are living in a social media driven society where everyone is clicking on live or opening up a mic and spewing out whatever, and everybody's opinion matters. Like, it's magnified. So now that everybody's opinion is magnified, that's where
Hmm.
the issue comes in, because ain't nobody perfect. Everybody has their good days, everyone has their bad days.
Right.
Everyone has moments where they lose control, everyone has moments when they're able to control themselves. This,
Hmm.
live long enough and you're going to have a situation that happens where you're not going to be able to control it.
That part.
I
For
just
real.
saying. And mama has lived, Tony. Okay, so there's going to be situations that happen where you can say whatever you want to say, but the reality is your emotion is going to take over.
Mm.
So describe letting go in that context of that the sentence. Are you talking about letting go of of love, letting go of a relationship, letting go of something that just
Any,
happened?
anything, but I
You
mean,
know,
for this example, we're talking about detachment. So just a situation or like a relationship with someone that you have, like a friend or it's generalized.
I
Right.
was thinking of when you said letting go. I was thinking of letting go of the need to be right.
The control aspect.
Yeah.
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 I was thinking of the movie Frozen.
Like letting go of like trying to present this perfect person or this image of perfection or whatever. Just
Hmm.
letting go of that and just being.
Hmm.
Right.
I think that sometimes letting go changes um how people see you or your own self image.
Yes.
Because if holding on makes you look stronger, if holding on makes you look like you're able to maintain and steward things well, whether that be you holding on to an emotion of anger or forgiveness or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
At the end of the day, if you're holding on so people can look at you as being strong, then that's why, some people will look at it as if I let this go, everybody will think I can't handle it. Everyone would think I'm weak.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see,
So
I would see. Oh, go ahead.
sorry to cut you off, bad duck. It's just doesn't that bring your mind back to that whole issue about people pleasing? Like if this
Now,
situation ain't doing me no good, like I'm letting it go. I don't care what nobody think.
That's my
well,
people pleasing right there.
That part.
I don't know if it's so much as people please. I think that people pleasing it can be a factor, but I
Mhm.
also think that self image is a factor as well. If you don't want to look a certain way to yourself, because we can be harder on ourselves than anybody else can. We go home with ourselves, lay in the bed by ourselves, with ourselves. So at the end of the day, when you get up and you look in the mirror and you don't like who you see according to your own choices,
Mhm.
and if you feel like you failed, you're a failure to yourself before you ever present yourself or your situation to anybody else.
Jokes on you. I don't have any mirrors. Nice. I'm joking, everybody. I'm joking. Stop.
Yeah, no, I think letting go is not a sign of weakness. I don't take it that way. I think if you're letting go of something that's causing you stress or causing you distress, um, that's pretty damn strong, in my opinion.
Sign of
To just,
strength. Yep. Yep.
yeah, let it go and walk away.
Mhm.
And so this making you weaker or feeling like you would look weaker to other people is, I get it, but it just feels foreign, to me.
Right.
I think
I mean,
a lot of this stuff pertains to confidence level within yourself. I mean, if you're confident of who you are and what you know and what you can bring to the table, et cetera, you're not going
Mhm.
to have as many issues, I think, with, um, letting go of situations or approaching situations in a non-emotional way or excuse me, yeah, or have a problem. You wouldn't have a problem with approaching them in a non-emotional way. Um,
Mhm.
any situation like that. I think it's just if you're comfortable with who you are and accept who you are, man, everything's so much easier in the world. You know, be you.
Right.
I,
But
I
and
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
No,
No,
I
I
thought
was
you.
done. I was
Okay.
done.
I think that one of the missing factors is the fact that some people have not been properly supported early enough in life to
Hmm.
where they can come to a place where they're like, okay, I'm self confident. I don't have to prove anything to anyone else because I can prove it to myself. Or I'm okay with where I am or who I am. I think that's one of the biggest missing factors is not being able to be poured into early enough in childhood or early enough in adolescence or whatever it is whenever they needed it the most. Like
Right.
if a child is not validated early enough in life, they're going to be seeking validation later on. You know, if they weren't affirmed as a kid or what have you, and as an adolescent, just want to make daddy proud or just want mama to be proud at them or whatever, when it comes to them, then a lot of times what happens is you find a person searching for it through their actions. They desire the accolades, so they push themselves to the limit in trying
Right.
to be overachievers a lot of times because they
Mhm.
didn't get it early enough to where your okay is okay.
Well, I think some of that too is even this, having. I know it's hard these days compared to like when I grew up to have independence as a kid. Where I was definitely a turn latch kid where you went out at 6 in the morning and you didn't come back till 12 at night, you know.
Yeah.
And it was safe to do that back in those days. It's not as safe now, but I don't think the parents these days encourage that as much either. And the fact that, with the technology changes, the opportunity um, for a kid to go out and be independent and imagine and do all of those creative things that we did is
Mhm.
just not there. And I think it's creating a society where, going back to what Tina is saying. So
What's up, Trish? Homebody Trish in the building. Yeah. Okay. Let's keep it rolling right along. So letting go without bitterness. Holding on blocks blessings meant for your next chapter. Forgiveness is freedom, not permission for disrespect. Closure comes from clarity, not conversations. Letting go doesn't erase love, it redefines it. Bitterness keeps you emotionally tied to what hurt you. Mm,
this one's the bad one for me, my bad trait where, I can let go. If somebody betrays me, it's over. They're dead to me. I mean, that fast. Um, Trust has always seemed to be the issue that I have with friends and things like that. It's like, don't
mhm,
betray me, because if you do, and it's weird because I agree that you're doing it with bitterness, but I don't dwell upon it. If you know
mhm.
what I mean. I don't think about it. I don't regret it. I don't. I just kind of move on. I'm like, all right, you're you're no longer in my life. Goodbye, and that's it. So I don't know
Yeah.
how you would describe that, as with bitterness or without bitterness.
I question how authentic or how deep that relationship was in the first place,
Best
because
friends.
the things that the things that really are near and dear to our hearts, it's not that easy to just dismiss as if it was nothing.
No,
No,
it's
it's not.
it's not that easy, but there's a strong enough
Mm,
dislike of betrayal and distrust in me that it just happens. I mean, I'm talking people that were best friends for years. Um, and that's what makes it, to me, makes it more evil and bad on their side that they would do that after that long. That's just not a second chance factor for me. It's like, no, you know, we've
mm,
trusted each other this long and you just did that. We're done. Goodbye. I'm not saying it doesn't hurt to lose that friend, but I don't hold on to it and dwell about it.
right.
Mm. Uh, and I and it's not a questioning you. I question whether or not people that are able to cut off people so quickly um actually do harbor a bit of bitterness, because I'm like, after being friends with someone, let's say like the young lady was talking about earlier, 30 years.
Mhm,
You've been friends for 30 years. They do something, they betray you. You cut them off. Are you able to rebound and create another friendship? Because I think that is the test of whether or not you're bitter. Not necessarily the fact that you've moved on from the old relationship, but the thing of, are you open enough for a new one?
With a different person or the same
yeah.
person?
No, with a different person, not the same person. No, if they didn't
Oh
cut they,
man,
if they didn't tow their draws, they didn't just tow their draws. You know, if they burned the bridge, it's over. But
Right.
I'm
right,
talking about as far as moving forward. Does the pain from the previous relationship, with the depth that it supposedly had after being there for so long, and the depth of pain that caused it to end so abruptly, has a person really healed enough, or are they bitter in that they can't move forward to deal
right.
with anyone else at that same depth
Mm,
of friendship?
I think that's gonna matter or depend on the person, and because I'm sure we can all name instances of where people have moved on. I mean, I look at it. Sorry, I mean the way I look at it is that, person A is not person B, and
Hmm.
I should never look at person B like they have anything to do with person A. So, but some people will. You're absolutely right, Tina. I mean, I
Well,
think there are instances where that would happen.
I'm looking at it from the perspective of, does that person had a capacity to even deal with the next? Oh, like for instance,
Right.
a person's married. They were married for half a century.
mhm.
They
Hmm.
divorced bitterly. She done slept with the daddy. It's over. You know what
God,
I'm saying?
like,
Yeah. I mean, stabbed straight to the heart. I can't believe it.
Right.
That was supposed to be your daughter-in-law, and you didn't, smashed her. You move on from her, and then you try to marry again. My thing is, do you ever trust women? Or the back of your mind, I can never trust another woman because the next woman that's near my family, she good looking too, like the last one. How do I know daddy pops ain't gonna try to slide in on this one? How do I know she ain't gonna be vulnerable as a woman and let them smash? You know what I'm saying? Can you say, and I'm not talking about you specifically, but I wonder about the person, if they aren't able to see the next person.
mhm.
Even though they've gotten married,
Right.
they did all the things of, I moved on from the other thing, I started this thing new. But in the back of my mind, I really don't trust this heifer. I don't know what she might do. I think that
Right.
is a sign of bitterness.
It is.
And I'm not saying that the last thing wasn't supposed to affect you. But I think
Mm-hmm.
that the whole thing of, there's a dark shadow on the relationship because of the last thing you went through. I think
Mm,
that they may be that there could be, and I'm saying it's got to be for every situation, but there could be bitterness involved.
Absolutely.
So Tina, I don't think that's being bitter. I think that's harboring some trauma there.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I think bitterness is would be him going around saying, in this example, whoever he is, he going around saying, all women ain't ish, all women cheat, da da da. That's bitterness. But to try to have another healthy relationship after being done dirty like that, I think that's just more so trauma.
Or even codependency on having another person.
Yeah, cause if that happened to me, my daddy's cut off too. Like, not happening again.
What? Oh, I don't know. I'm sorry. My bad.
Nah, you good?
Wow.
What you wowing about, girl?
What I thought I heard.
What do you think you heard?
I
Now I
don't
want to
even
know.
want. I don't even want to know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, I mean, but yeah.
No, I
I can
think
see
you're
your
right,
point on that. I can see your point on that.
and I definitely see your point, Tina. I mean, I think you're
Yeah,
100% right. It's just
Right.
how do you move forward?
Yeah,
That's
that
where
is
the
the question. How do
hmm
you move forward with something that was so painful, with
right.
and without the bitterness?
that's the world may never know. Top to bottom said I'm heading to bed. Good night, everyone. Thank you for tuning in, top to bottom.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Thank
You
you.
have
Good
a
night,
great night.
everyone.
Uh, yeah, she said 50 get married for half a century and she slept with your daddy. Like, that's wild.
I mean, what could hurt worse?
Get some. Oh, sorry.
Oh, no.
I don't know, but that's pretty impressive. That guy should be on Jerry Springer or gal.
Dang.
I mean, if you're getting the wife and the daughter-in-law, I mean, that's smooth. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying it's smooth. Sorry.
I question everybody. Can true love exist without attachment? Uh,
Without attachment?
Right. What kind of attachment?
Yes.
when it says attachment, that's giving me codependency vibes.
Right.
I
That's
could
the first
No,
be
thing I
wrong.
saw. Yeah.
no, I think that I can love a person from a distance. I don't have to be tethered to them to want to see the best for them in life or to
That's
want them to
true.
be successful. I can
Okay.
even say that I wouldn't mind seeing a person that I may have dated at some point in my life be happy with someone else because I love them and I wasn't the best fit for them. But I still want them to be, happy somewhere else.
Tina,
Yeah.
stop lying. You happy because they ain't your headache no more. Stop playing.
No, no, that's not true. I'm not that. No, I can't say that. Not about me. No, if I don't fit your life, by all means, I don't want to hang around.
That's
If I'm not your first choice, I
yeah.
don't need to be your
You
choice.
don't choose me at all. Right.
Exactly. So I'm cool. It was wonderful, fun while it lasted. Please marry little mama.
I mean, I have plenty of Ukrainian models that I love without attachment.
What?
It's going downhill fast.
Oh,
Quickly,
it
quickly.
is, Tina.
What?
Quickly.
Sorry.
Hey, yes,
They're just making themselves. I can't help it.
I want to see you happy, even if it's not with me.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. I don't
Yeah.
want you to jump off a bridge because we can't be together. By all means, get with
No, I mean,
somebody that's gonna put a smile on your face.
Right.
yeah, I still care for my ex-wife, who's the mother of my kids. I,
Rodney
s- I,
Quick
st-
Mace.
I still want her to be happy. I mean, I think she's a dumbass, and I think the guy she's with now is a complete dumbass. But if she's happy doing it, who am I to judge or step in the way or have bad feelings about it? You know,
Right. That's
Even
I
if
just
you
I just
love
laugh.
me. Mm, 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 mm. Now that song gonna be
It's
stuck in my head. Thanks, Rod.
I'm,
it's better than Baby Shark. Do 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 Baby Shark. Do
oh
do
man,
do
that
do
song.
Baby Shark. Do
That
do
song was
do
never
do
stuck in my head.
Baby Shark. Ah.
Oh my
Sorry. Freedom through non-attachment. Oh, I took your role.
Yeah, hold on. I got somebody trying to join. If they ever
All right now.
I
uh,
agree with point five. That's all I'm gonna say.
It was that smooth.
nah. I
I
know
already did,
I
Effie.
saw
I'm
the
sorry.
name before. It's
Epi said, "Don't start that baby."
Daugh- Daughter Nature or something like that.
Mm.
Fine.
Oh,
Then can we do Frozen then instead of Baby Shark?
No.
No.
True, true freedom comes when you stop trying to control people outcomes. The less you cling, the more aligned you become with peace. Detachment gives you clarity to make decisions from strength, not fear. When you release attachment, you make room for authenticity. Peace becomes permanent when validation isn't required. Notebook drop.
Boom. Yes. 100%.
What was that last line? Peace becomes what?
Peace becomes permanent when validation isn't required.
Mm, okay.
True story.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I know
Those
from
stuff I
my
do
personal
attract to.
experience with my separation and divorce from my wife. God, I am a much happier man now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not attached to anything. I mean, I have my one kid here, one with her, one with me. But as far as any sort of my attachments to anybody outside of that, I don't have any. And man, it's the greatest feeling in the world just to be. I can do what I want all day long, say what I want, be who I want. Don't have to answer to nobody. Don't have to do nothing I don't want to do, etc., etc.
Right.
It is total freedom.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
For sure.
I don't mind sharing that space with the person that doesn't mind doing what we want to do.
Right.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
because I think that part of the fulfillment of validation sometimes is just knowing that a person does accept you wholeheartedly, flaws and all, because it's something to walk around in life, and it's not that you want to be a people pleaser,
Mm-hmm.
but you do want to find your tribe that's okay with you just being you. And whether that be you just one on one with another person, or you have a family structure, or you have some kind of a community that finds value in you.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't think it's a thing um where it's not that you're seeking validation,
Right.
but there is a thing where when someone values you, it's validated.
Mm-hmm.
It's so true.
What benefit? That's what I want to know. What benefits? I mean, are you talking in the sexual benefit way? Are you talking in the tax break
Uh,
sort of way? The only benefits you get from marriage, truly and really, are tax breaks. So that's about it.
I agree.
Well, you just had a
I mean,
terrible situation.
companionship, but you can
Exactly.
have companionship without marriage, is what I'm saying.
that's true.
I believe that. I also believe that the security of marriage gives you access in a way that you wouldn't necessarily have that same access um, to a person and that person to you. If something happens to me and I'm married, I want my husband
Hmm.
to be able to make decisions on my behalf,
Right.
Sure.
not some random, you know, pain of the week or something. I would prefer that we have a contract and a commitment and a covenant
But
before
you
I
don't.
let him in every area of my life, including financially, psychologically, mentally, and everything else.
But you got to keep in mind medical, like things like that. That's power of attorney. That medical power of attorney. You can give that to anybody. You don't need a
But I
spouse
want
for
the
that.
person that loves me to
Okay. No,
have
I
that kind of
agree.
access.
I
You know what I'm
agree.
saying? Because I'm like,
But do
I
you
get the
think
whole thing.
love is? But do you think love is a
Yeah, please give it to me.
I'm trying to figure out
Of
how to
course.
phrase this.
Oh
Hey,
no, I'm
yes.
Um.
sorry. No, no,
Whoa.
pause. No, because I see
Yeah.
him formulating this question, and I
Whoa.
want to hear this.
Um. Do you think marriage is required to have everlasting love with somebody?
Nope.
No, I think you can love your parent till they die, but that's not the kind of
Yeah.
love I'm looking for when it
Okay.
comes to a
Do you
partner.
think do you think partner love
Hmm.
and everything that goes with that marriage has to be a requirement to have that?
That's that is the height of what I desire. I can't say that somebody else can't be successful in that space.
Right.
Right.
without it. I
Right.
just don't want that because a person
Sure.
can walk away without any kind of, and that's not me trying to tether the person.
Ah,
Hold on. It's
we
not
got to
me
figure it
trying to
out.
tether the person to the
Tina wants
situation
half.
contractually.
Give me my half. That's, I'm kidding.
But when you, okay, because I look at it from this standpoint, when
Mhm.
you're in a relationship with a person that does not have that commitment and you're financially attached to them, it could be even worse than a marriage in some spaces
Do you
Yeah.
because
know what
they
the lead?
you
Yeah.
they don't owe you nothing. They could have,
You know what?
and that's the hard part about, I'm not entitled to anything, even though I built all this with you.
Right.
Because I'm not coming to the table empty handed. That's why I would prefer for it to be a marriage. I want the covering.
I know that's right.
You know what the leading cause of divorce is these days?
Women leaving
Marriage.
men.
Women changing their
Marriage.
mind.
Not just marriage.
That man said marriage.
Marriage is a leading cause of divorce.
I agree.
And
I,
so is
Now,
it.
let's
I
take
can't
somebody
say
like
that
Golden
because.
Son and Kurt Russell, who both have successful careers and they both bring their own to the table, and they've never been married, and they've been together what, 50, almost 50 years, or maybe over 50 years now.
mhm.
Hmm.
So, yeah, I don't think the marriage is truly required. Now, there's personal choices which you have, and I don't disagree with your personal choice at all. That is your personal choice, and I
Hmm.
respect that. But it's not from the semantics of it. Marriage is not required to have a an everlasting loving relationship or a fair relationship or a um
Love, love, and marriage. While it sounds good, it's not necessarily involved in every situation because
no.
marriage is a business. Has a tendency to have a business forward uh, kind of commitment in it. But my
Hmm.
thing is, if I'm gonna do business someone with the for the rest of my life, I'm gonna need to want to like you as much as possible. I
I
want to
know
be
that's
able to like you
Sure.
to the point of love as much as possible if I'm gonna do
Sure.
business with you for the rest of my life. Because part of that business is me giving you myself and being open to everything as
Right.
it pertains
Right.
to you.
yes, that part.
I don't know about that one, Rodney. I could be.
More
We're
after.
up and then up.
I
I
don't know
think
about
Yeah.
that.
marriage is really a personal choice.
I
Like
don't know.
there's no some people are gonna want to be married, other people
Yeah.
aren't. And
Yeah.
do what you want. It's your life, child.
I
So,
I
well,
just
and
think that the
that's
divorce rates are high in Western civilization. It's too easy to get out of it. That's why
Right.
Right.
they don't work. Nobody has to work hard for
Right.
Marriage is
yeah. I
fun.
mean, I my wife wanted to get married. I had no intention of ever getting married. I don't need a piece of paper to tell me that I'm in love with somebody and going to stay with them. That's again just my personal choice, and that was her personal choice. But I agreed, and I knew she wanted that, so out of love, I got married. And
Mhm.
then when we got divorced, yeah, I said, "I told you so. I told you." Married.
Oh
I mean,
boy.
but y'all went in with two different mindsets.
Yeah.
You just
You
were
didn't even
acquiescing to
want.
what she wanted. I don't want that. I don't want my husband to marry
But
me just
but
because I
that's
feel like
part
getting
of
married.
Right.
but that is part of marriage and part of having a relationship with
No,
somebody
it's
is
part of marriage
It's
because
giving
not
that's what
in.
you went in with. That's
Wait a
Exactly.
what
minute.
I'm
So you're
saying
saying
about.
that both people don't have to bring 50-50 to the table?
It's not a 50-50. It's an all
Never.
and all. If you're not willing to come in with all, and that person is not willing to come in with all, then what you have is a partial commitment.
Exactly.
So you've never done anything for anybody in your life just to make them happy.
I did that for my mama.
Well, there
Yeah,
you
but
go. It's the same concept.
It's not the same concept
not with
Right.
Sure, it
marriage.
is.
Covenant.
In
It's
my
covenant.
opinion.
Marriage is covenant. It's not the same.
True, it is.
because again, we're talking about what marriage is to people in this country who do not even see marriage, the original definition of it, when it was an
Well,
institution of marriage. People don't look at it the same. People don't honor vows. People do not honor the whole thing of till death do you part, to unalive until the end, or whatever,
Right,
At the
right.
end of the day, you're talking about people that go in with the mindset of, if this don't work, I'm out of here.
Exactly.
Yeah, another thing that worked great when religion was running it, and then the government got involved, and all of a sudden it's all screwed up.
Hmm.
Mhm.
But even in that, there are still caveats to allow you to have a successful marriage. You
Sure.
just got to want it, and the person you marrying got to want it too.
Yep.
Exactly.
And if you
Oh yeah.
have to be begging somebody to marry you or telling them
Uh-huh.
they don't really want to be
Yeah,
married,
if you got to
A
beg somebody, it ain't
partnership. It's a partnership, and it takes two to make it work.
right.
It's work.
Mm.
It can't be one sided.
No,
Agreed.
it can't. Because if you marry somebody that don't want to marry you, you walked into a divorce.
It did
yep,
exactly. Been there, done that.
you can
I
you have
just say in general, it's not that I didn't want to marry this person because
you say you
I
didn't want
wanted
to
to.
You
be
said you didn't even want to be
I said it.
married.
I said I wanted to spend the rest of my life with them. I just didn't believe at that time in the covenant of marriage from a political or a government standpoint. I believed in it from the Bible, but
but you didn't want to be
once
married.
the government got involved, they just made a mess. To me, it didn't matter. Marriage didn't matter. You're either going to be with somebody or you're not going to be with somebody.
Right.
Right. So
Period. Period. And if marrying her, which was not, I mean, I wasn't against marriage, like, oh my God, I'm never going to marry anybody. I just didn't really care. I didn't really need to get married to do that. But if that's what made her happy, then yeah, I was going to go ahead and marry her. If that's what makes her happy, I want to make her happy. That's part
we
of
ain't
love. That's part of a relationship. It's making the other person happy too.
I feel like me personally, I wouldn't have wanted my husband to marry me if, it was because he just wanted to make me happy because I
Thank
feel
you.
like we would not be on the same page. I don't want him
Mhm.
marrying me because he wants to make me happy. I want him to marry me because he 100% truly feels like, what?
Okay.
This person, I feel like I'm equally yoked with this person. I feel like, this is the person that I choose to spend the rest of my life with. Forget like what you said, forget the paper. You're saying, you don't need a paper to tell you that you're in love with somebody or you want to spend the rest of your life with somebody. I can agree with that to some degree. But the same, I wouldn't want my husband to feel like I married him just because he wanted to get married. I wouldn't want that. Marriage is work. Marriage is a partnership. This
Mhm.
every day waking up and I'm choosing to stay with this person and I'm choosing to be with them no matter how hard it gets, no matter how I might get sick of them
Yeah.
one day and love them the next day, I'm gonna stick in it. I'm gonna stick with it.
But you can do that without marriage is my whole point. So if
That's
you're going
true.
to work hard and agree to stay with somebody or you want to stay with somebody, that's going
Mm.
to happen regardless of whether there's a piece of paper that says you legally can do it or not.
Yeah, that's
Do you
true.
feel
And
the same way about business?
Sure.
You feel like you can do business with people without contracts?
No, I think that would just be dumb. But I don't think I should have to have a contract if something is based on love,
Oh,
not business.
it's the same thing.
But it's still a choice. If
Well,
you love what you do, hold on. If you love your business, to love the thing that you do, you could be making airplanes. You could just, you could be a stripper. I don't care what it is that you do. If
sweet.
you decide that the thing that you love to do, you want to have gain from it because it's going to be engaging with other people. You mean to tell me that it's okay for just take their word that they gonna give you what they say they gonna give you to how long ever
Right.
without a contract?
No, I'm saying that business is business and personal life is personal life.
But you can
Two totally
feel the
different
way you
things.
feel about your business, right? You can actually love what you do,
Yeah, but
right?
I would never, as a smart business guy, engage in something without a contract. I'm not
But that's what
engaging
I'm
in
Speaking
business with.
saying.
Now, see, you're looking at marriage like it's a business, and
But
it's
it
not.
is business too. It's a
No,
partnership. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
no,
Well, how is it that
no.
it's not
It is a
love without
personal.
finance?
It is a
I
personal
feel like marriage is
partnership,
not only
but
It
it
is
is not
about
not
a
completely
business.
emotional. There is business that is. It's not completely emotional because love ain't gonna turn the lights on.
It's
Show
Look,
out.
not.
love ain't gonna put gas in your car. You have
Need
to
it.
be able to have like mindedness in
Oh
Mm.
every
my word.
aspect so it works for both of you all. But you don't want them to have a contract, even though you'll do that with business.
Mm.
No, because I'm not. I don't look in a. Mm, trying to figure out how to display to explain this, but see, I don't look at a marriage as it's all about money or it's all about this or it's all about that.
It wasn't about all about money. That's no different than your job is not all about making money if you love it.
Yeah, it is.
If this is what you like to do, if you're passionate about it. You don't
If
want
you're
somebody
passionate
coming
about it,
in
it
and
just makes it
messing it
better.
up or
The job
destroying
is
it.
all about
Better talk that
job.
up.
I hear.
Oh, what? I mean, again, it's one of those things where if you feel the way you feel about your business, your baby, your invention, the thing that you put blood, sweat, tears, and years into, and you're willing to make sure that you get a patent, that you get copyright or whatever it is that you need to put in place to make sure no one can take it legally, and so that you can get the benefits from it the entire time
Mm.
as you do business with other individuals with the thing that you love. At the end of the day, if you go into marriage with that mindset, that if I want this thing to work, I love companionship to the point where I'm willing to put a contract in place that will say, you and I agree to do this for this amount of time or whatever, as long as we are partners. I don't understand why that's a foreign
You
concept.
don't think you can make that contract verbally with the person who
No.
you love and they love you without involving the government, without involving other people?
That to me sounds more so like I'm against the establishment of marriage. And I'm
No, I'm
like,
not
I
I
against the
don't have a,
establishment of marriage. Whoa,
yeah,
backfeed from somebody. Um,
yeah, I don't think so.
no, that's not what I'm saying at all. Because I'm not against the establishment of marriage.
well, you
Actually,
keep adding
great.
government to the thing when I'm like, I'm talking
Because
about
it's become that's what the problem is it has become that. That was one of the first things I said. Back in the days when religion it was part of religion in
Mm.
our society that a priest married you or a religious figure married you
hmm
is totally different than what's going on with today with having to have a piece of paper to say you're married so you can get tax benefits and this and that and this and that and that. The government basically governmentalized it, for lack of a better word,
but that's with
and
most
that
things.
took a
You're not going,
lot of the meaning out of what marriage is about.
but you don't decide that you don't ever want to drive your car because you have to pay taxes on it. You still use it and you still like the vehicle that you bought, even though you're paying wheel tax, you're paying tax on gas, on the gas or fuel or battery or whatever that you use, depending on what you're driving, and you get the maintenance for it. You pay for the
But
maintenance.
see, this is apples and oranges to me, Tina, and that's where we're having a
I'm
disagreement.
looking at it from the perspective of you added government to the situation. When I said I wanted covenant, I said I wanted covenant and I wanted contract. That's what I said. I want covenant, which is I'm saying with you that you and I are going to stand before God and we're going to do this together. And I want a
Sure,
piece of paper that says
but you can
that
do
we
that without
made
a
this
piece of
agreement.
paper. But I'm saying you can do that without a piece of paper.
Okay, you're right.
That's all I'm saying. I'm saying that the piece of paper now doesn't represent a covenant. It represents
I, I agree with that.
it represents a legal piece of
Binding
paper, which
document,
is
legal
binding
binding
document that
document.
should have never existed in the first place.
And
A
we still have
certificate from
laws,
your
though. We still
and your
have
cer-
laws. It'd be different if we didn't have a government that is not involved in the majority of our lives already.
what does laws have to do with the covenant between two people?
because you added government to the equation. You're saying a marriage, you can have partnership with a person without the government being involved because all they giving
Yeah.
you is benefits for taxes. I'm saying that regardless to the benefit or whatever it is that the government has for you, at the end of the day, I still want the contract because
But you
at the
don't
end
think
of
okay,
the
so you don't think you can have a quote unquote contract with a person without somebody else making that contract and signing off on that contract?
even scripture, since you want to bring religion in it, even scripture says, uh in the mouth of two or three witnesses, let every word be established. You
Thank
have people that sign a piece of paper that say these people decided to be together today.
you.
That's it. And you pay for it a few dollars.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
So if you're willing to pay for the registration on your car, if you're willing to pay for the insurance, why is it though you're going to pay for the house note? You're going to pay for the car note.
Because none of
You're going
those
to pay
have
buy the
feelings and none of
groceries
those are
together
alive.
and all of that. Why is it that piece of paper is so much of a heaviness on you to where you feel like you would prefer it not be involved with what you want to do?
This
Don't
what
want
Tina
to.
said. I mean, what Trish said. When you build with your spouse and then you decide you no longer want to be together. That's why. Is like a lot of relationships is not going to be equally yoked. I know the objective is to be, but a lot of times it's not. So now, yeah, the roles change or whatever. Maybe somebody has to stay home and raise the kids and stuff like that. So the other person has to go out and work. And now this person that's raising the kids decide I don't want to be with you no more. They entitled to freaking everything. Nah, bro.
No.
Nah. No. 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 No.
Like my ex was so stupid. I tried to give her more than she was demanding. And I'm like, and they wouldn't accept it. And I'm like, okie dokie, if you want to just, I'm okay with that, I guess. I tried to be nice and, you know, give you half of everything without anybody even saying anything about it. But you've got this lawyer with these set numbers. So that works for me, you know?
But the thing with the half, it is not. It doesn't even equal half. Like a lot of
No,
times,
no.
it'll be half of the money. You're gonna lose your house. You're gonna have to pay alimony. They're gonna get the car, like
That's the hardest
child
in the world.
support. Like
Yep. That's the
no,
worst part about marriage
no.
is the contract that allows them to come in and do that versus, just having that agreement from the beginning, not a prenup, but that's basically what a prenup would be, having that agreement from the beginning that you come in with what is yours, I come in with what is mine, and if we break up, we split it down the center and we go our separate ways. Have a nice day, you
Okay.
know, and that's it. So whatever you make together, you just split 50-50. Whatever you
I've
brought in,
never
whatever you
known
brought in,
nobody
you
to
keep.
split stuff 50-50. That's my whole thing. As much as I understand the concept of being with
Then it doesn't
someone
sound like you should be
that you
getting
want
married
to
to
be
them.
with, but the you have the mindset of when it's all over, we could just split everything 50-50. When if it the marriage is going to dissolve,
Yeah, split
not
it
more
50-50.
often than not, somebody is disgruntled
The
and will
woman,
not be fair.
the woman,
That's what
the woman.
hey, nowadays women have to pay alimony too. We don't live in a time where the woman get everything all the
It
time.
ain't. It ain't.
Yeah,
It
No,
we don't
ain't. It
hear.
ain't that
I
not.
mean,
often. It
It
ain't
like I
that
ain't.
said, I
often.
made
It
a
ain't.
like a
It's
ban at the
meant
deal
to be
because
like that too.
Again, we're talking about it depends on where you are, where you live, all of those things. Because
Yeah.
ain't nobody getting 50% automatically in Tennessee like they do in over there in California.
you know what? Here's my thought. If I wasn't 100% sure going into a relationship with somebody that they wouldn't kind of agree to that terms without a piece of paper or agree to that mindset, then I wouldn't get involved with them. But that's just me.
Right.
I don't know them well enough then to be even thinking about taking the relationship to the next level.
Mm.
Well, that's work that have to be done on the outset.
Yeah.
Because my thing was having a covenant in place. Your thing was if it sours, you're gonna take everything I have. I didn't have divorce on my mind coming into it.
No,
I was
nobody
trying to
does.
do the homework on the outside, on the onset, before coming to a place where I'm like, this is who I want to make covenant with. This is who I want to contract with. That's no different than I'm not just gonna take somebody off the street and say, shake my hand, be my friend. We're gonna be in business for the next 50 years. I'm gonna need to be able to vet them long enough to see, are you worth pouring my valuables into?
Here's my thing, and where I look at it from. Does it say anywhere in the Bible that you should treat marriage as a business? No, it doesn't.
Wait. Hold on. How you wait? Hold on. Part of having a good wife is having one that can do good business, like the Proverbs 31 woman. Who can find a virtuous woman? And he was talking about all of the things that she was able to do and all of the accolades that come with her. So
Exactly.
when you talk about that, now you got to know what you're talking about.
Okay. Where does it say again about a contract and a piece of paper? So I can look that up.
Maybe I'm obnoxious.
No, no.
It
I'm
says
making
obey the
points.
laws of the land. It says
Okay, that's
give
valid.
honor. Hold on. It
But
says give honor unto whom honor is due, and tribute unto whom tribute is due. At the end
does
of the
that
day, if you're going to honor the person with marriage, then there is a process in the United States of America where that can be acknowledged.
a government made process?
Again,
Hmm.
if you don't want to honor the place where you live, that's your business. But you can't get upset with the woman who
But
wants to go by to do the thing according to what they have in this country.
there's also a law in the U.S. that talks about common law. In a common marriage when you don't have a piece of paper, but after living with somebody for so
Marry
long, you're
somebody common
actually
law then
you're
after 10 to
actually
7
considered
years.
married, right?
That has nothing to do with the desire of the person that wants the contract. That's
No,
afforded to them.
that's exactly, you want the
I
contract.
said that from the beginning. You
I
asking
know.
me what's wrong with you just not marrying nobody. I didn't say it was anything wrong with that. I said
I'm
that's
not
not what
arguing that.
I want.
I'm not arguing that you want the contract. I agree. That is your
And
option and
I
your
said
choice.
that there are other people that want to go through the avenue
Sure,
of doing it where they feel like
sure,
it's the right way so it can be honored
sure.
by every institution that they can benefit from.
Except if you get married by the government, it's not honored by any
Wow.
religion.
All right, man.
Whew.
Facts. It's facts.
Oh
I
man.
like I said, I hear what you're saying. I just agree on making marriage about a business contract. I just don't think I don't think that's a healthy way to approach a marriage or a
No,
healthy way
I'm
to approach
saying
a
that marriage
relationship.
involves business. I didn't say it's a business contract. I said it involves business. And if you don't have a business mindset, then
Well,
you're doomed to fail
I
because
guess
it
if you
does
start a
involve
business and
business.
go into it together, then it would involve business.
Hold on, yeah. Good night, Lisa. Thank you for joining.
All right, Lisa.
Good night, Lisa.
Good night.
Well, she said I feel like I'm watching Judge Mathis.
I just don't know what business and love. How
How
you
they
feel
how
they
they
have an
mix. How they mix,
how,
right?
No, it's not a
how you feel
business.
they have an equality because
It's
they
not
don't
a
have
either
any.
or. It's not a either or.
Yeah,
It's not a either you have business or either you have love.
Exactly.
You have business in the situation and you love it.
I don't have any
You
business in
love
my
the
personal
person. You
relationship.
love the individual.
That's called
No
love. That's called
different.
emotion.
No,
That's not called
Oh
business.
God.
no. You okay. All
Okay,
right.
define business for me then. As how
No,
you are
let's
using
define
it.
love.
it
Wait, let's define love. Is it not an
okay,
action? Because you said love is an emotion and love is a choice. It is the things
true.
that you do that proves that you have love, not the stuff
Exactly.
that you say. It's beyond an emotion.
It
I would
is.
agree.
With that being said, there's a contract that says if you love this business and you want to protect this business and you want all of the things that you can be afforded as it relates to this, you're going to use this contract
Yeah.
Hold on.
to officiate it.
Like the song say, what's love got to do with it? I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. Oh, sorry.
Thank you,
Pause.
Rodney. I
Elevated.
appreciate that, Rodney.
Elevated.
I appreciate that, Rodney. You
I'm
Thank
said
out.
you,
something.
Rodney.
I'm
No,
out.
it
Hello, the
hasn't, Rodney.
source.
It hasn't scorned me at all. I mean, this
Praise
was
the Lord.
before my last relationship. So I don't, marriage to me is just a piece of paper. It means nothing about that relationship.
It
And in
just
fact, it tends to, in most instances these days, cause more
No
problems to a
problem.
relationship
I'll get
than
that.
it does to benefit it.
How if the only thing that's the problem is the people? It ain't the
Yeah.
paper. The
right.
people are the problem. If you pick
Right.
somebody that don't want you, you're gonna have a problem whether you have a piece of paper or not.
The problem is the paper makes it so you can't easily walk away and it just causes bitterness
And if you
to
want to walk
grow.
away from the relationship on the onset, you got a problem when you get into the relationship.
No,
If you're
I don't
looking
have
for an out,
no,
if
but
you're
that see,
looking for an out
you're
when you
painting a
go
picture.
into it, you
Now,
already have defeated the relationship.
that is
It
incorrect because you are painting it as somebody is automatically thinking, I don't want to get married because in case I have to run like the banshee. That's not at all what this is about and has anything to do
how
with
that's
that.
all you've been that's the only point you've been making
That's all.
is that they can take your stuff and
I,
walk
I,
away with your
Good luck.
stuff.
I feel
Bitterness
like if you go into marriage feeling like marriage is just a piece of paper, you really don't need to get married.
at
Thank you.
all. At all. At all.
Right. But if the other person, if it makes your significant other happy, that's something happy to do for
Nah.
them.
No,
Nah.
it's
I'd be
not.
glad
No,
to.
this ain't no happy.
Doesn't matter to me.
If I want a puppy, you're gonna buy me a
Okay.
puppy just
Nah.
Okay.
to have
So what? So all those times that your significant others have bought you flowers to make you happy, and they hate doing it because they know it's just a waste of money that's going to die anyway. You're telling me that you're fine with that because
Wait
they're
a
just
minute. You
making you
just
happy.
equated marriage to buying flowers.
No, I'm just using an analogy.
I'm
That
just
don't
saying
even
your
make
analogy is comparing marriage to buying dead flowers.
exactly.
Analogy was not the right word, but I'm saying
if your
make a
significant
person
other
happy.
doesn't
That's
like
all
to
I'm
get
saying.
flowers.
I'm saying make a person happy. What makes you happy, Tina?
Okay, hold on one second. I feel like communication is a key component of any relationship, regardless if it's marriage or just 10,
Damn
15, 30
straight.
year relationship. Communication is the key to everything. So if the person is buying somebody flowers and they really hate to buy flowers, I feel like they should sit down and have a communication and have that talk.
That's not.
I really don't like buying flowers, but what other things do you like that I
That's
can
not
do
how
for you
men
to
work,
make my
though.
love
Men
Hmm.
just
language?
want to keep their spouses happy, and
But it's something wrong
if
with
they
that.
gotta give up
Yeah,
$9 to make their
Nah.
wife happy, they're gonna do
It
it.
should be mutual. It shouldn't be one sided. If you're
It
marrying
never is one
somebody
sided.
and all you want to do is just make them happy, is something wrong with that. It should be mutual.
No, I
If
want me to be happy too, but I know part of making me happy is making her
It's
happy.
making her
but
shut up
making
for a
you,
little
but
while.
Exactly.
I shouldn't be made to be happy at the demise of your happiness, though.
yes,
That's
because
not
that's what
real. That's not real. That
it's
nobody
not.
should
Tina,
even want to be with somebody if it's going to cost them in
I'm
that
not giving
in that
you.
way.
I'm not going to give you a piece of paper, Tina, because you already scaring me right now.
And we
I'm
would
just
never get
saying.
married because I don't want you. Never offer a piece of paper to somebody that don't want you.
Oh my gosh. I think this has gotten way overblown than really what it
Yeah, that was
is what I
wild.
think. I think it got way overblown over a simple comment of me saying, I'm not deflecting and bitter, Britt. Okay, Britt, speak up. What am I bitter and deflecting about? I'm
You've been
waiting.
the whole time.
What am I bitter about?
Obviously you're bitter about marriage
No,
being a
not at all.
contract in a
I'm
covenant.
saying I don't give a shit about marriage. Just like I
Yes,
don't give a
you
shit
do.
about if I just
You
like I
didn't
don't
have
give a
to
shit about if
Bible them.
somebody is gay or not. I don't care.
Then
If
that's
you want to be gay
easy.
and that makes you happy, then be gay and make you happy. If you want a marriage certificate and you feel that's what you need to be happy in your marriage, then do it. I'm not downtrodden anybody for it. I'm
I
just
know,
saying
but
to
that
me,
conversation should have been
I it's
over
not
30 minutes ago. You argued that one same point the whole 30 minutes. You was cutting off everybody. Nobody could get a word in edgewise.
what point? What point?
Look, you're not going to drag me into a whole another half-hour conversation. So
I'm not dragging nobody into nothing.
you
I'm
are.
just saying if you're gonna talk, then talk.
I said what I said, and I'm not going to say anything else. Thank you.
Cool. I'll sit here in
Respectfully.
confusion then. If that makes
I,
you
I
happy, I respect that.
Oh, here we go.
I feel like coming into a relationship, you should already be whole within yourself. You should be happy already. You shouldn't need somebody else to make you happy.
Yes.
Agreed, 100%.
That part doesn't happen like that all the time. Not
No.
really. Not.
But my thing is this: if you communicate with that person, if you got open communication
Mhm.
about my needs need to be met in this way,
Sure.
how can I meet your needs in whatever way? And you come to some sort of compromise where it works for the both of you.
Yeah.
Compromise. What's that?
Here
Nah.
we
Well, I
go.
mean, even in the instance of getting flowers, my wife, she's like came to the same thing that I did. She's like, these are nice, but they're just gonna die. So what's the point of wasting money on them?
So it's you ain't ish, bro.
I mean, that's communication.
The source got jokes.
They do.
Oh my goodness.
Bernie
I'm
said,
ready to get flown in. Oh,
if you're gonna do for others, it
Tina don't
shouldn't be
like
out
me
of pure
anymore.
disdain for doing it.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
I don't have pure disdain for it. I respect if people want to get married. That's their choice. I just don't. I just don't see I don't see advantages to it versus the cons. I don't think it really provides anything to a relationship that isn't already there or should be there. And if it's not there, then you should recognize that and not get married in the first place.
See, and my thing is this: we grown. People have children that are
Sure.
outside of the marriage. People
right.
have relatives that have nothing to do with the relationship that they've rekindled or kindled or whatever. You know what I'm saying? As they have moved on from other people to be with the next person.
And I
That
and I agree with you that I think it's horrible that people would have children outside of marriage and the predicament that puts the child in. But
no, I'm not talking about the children
they're
had
still
outside of marriage. I'm talking about you were married to somebody. Y'all had
okay.
kids and you
Yeah,
remarried. Those kids
that
could have been grown when you got married the second time.
okay.
But the thing about it is, if all you have is, I'm going to be with you and you going to be with me. And if something happens to you, them kids that's mad because you left the mama, it's going to pull the plug on you. And homegirl that you said you could have everything, I'm going to leave it all
Well,
to you. It's going to walk away empty handed and destitute.
well, that's what living wills are
And,
for.
but
But
wait,
yeah,
would you
that's
say
another
that's
contract.
that's what
That's what
is
having a
for?
will. That's what having a living will is
But
for.
they're
Having a
also
will for.
and those children still have the right to fight it. You act like everything gonna be hunky dory because you don't care. Is the thing.
No, I
You
do
don't
care.
care what happens.
I just know how to handle it from a business perspective if I have to
Okay.
use your business words. You can put a rock solid will out there that nobody can go against. It's not that hard.
Oh no. If they related to you, they can. Yeah.
No, they can't.
Your children can. Yes, they can. They
You can
can
put it in a
contest
fam.
it.
You can
Just
put it in
because they don't get
trust, and they
anything
can't.
out of it. Wait a minute.
You
Just
put
because they don't get
they can
anything
detest
out
it,
of
but
it,
they ain't gonna get nothing.
just because they
Sure,
don't
they can
get
waste their
anything
money.
out of it does not mean they cannot contest it.
Sure, they can contest it and waste their money.
Exactly. How long will that take?
That's their stupidity then.
How is it stupid?
If they want to contest it and waste their money trying to get something that they aren't going to win legally, then okay.
Nah,
I obviously raised a dummy.
so bad duck. I think she just means in the sense of I'm going to contest this just to cause a what's the word, like a disturbance in the
Mm-hmm.
flow of things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to disrupt everything real quick, just like as a ha.
Here's the thing. I can't say how people raise their kids, other people raise their kids,
Mm-hmm.
but I can guarantee my kids wouldn't do that. So, because they know better.
You got a lot
They
of faith in
know.
them.
You're damn straight I do. As I should have. But
Okay.
again, I raised them right. I didn't raise them to, run around the stream going, Antifa, Antifa, look at my pink hat. I raised them to be respectful society and respect laws and to understand money and understand how the law works. And, I raise good kids that aren't going to be stupid enough when they know that they can't do anything to waste their money trying to do something just to be an annoyance. Because that's dumb. I'm not saying there aren't people out there that do that, but in my opinion, they're dumb. So, I mean, you're coming. I understand your points, but you're coming up with a lot of what if situations for something that started
No, it's part of marriage.
started as a simple thing saying, I don't think the marriage certificate is worth the paper that it's written on.
Take care of the source. It's good seeing you.
Later, Source. Thanks for stopping
Hey,
through,
Source.
bro.
Have a good night.
Buddy.
All right. Yeah. That was
Way overblown is what that was.
That
It got
was
way
good.
overblown, and I apologize that it got way overblown.
You
I
see,
have no apologies.
so again, this was an example of detachment.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is me showing detachment. It's like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean anything offensive. If you got worked up, I apologize. I didn't mean to do that. I'm just.
Oh no, that's all right.
You made a comment. I made a comment, and it turned into a philosophical debate.
Good views tonight. I'm not mad about it. Oh,
I don't.
Man.
And watch out.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
and I just want to say, Tina, I understand where you're coming from, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. I just happen to disagree with you on some points of it, and that's it.
Hey,
So
I understand your point
there's
of
no
view.
hate or non-love or anything going on here. I think you see it one way, I see it another. That's
of
it.
course.
Yeah, we agree to disagree.
Yes, we absolutely disagree, and that is okay.
But you're still wrong.
Vehemently disagree.
Yeah. Epi, do you still love me too? Or are you gonna yell at me some more?
I don't have a problem with anybody on the panel. I don't have a problem with anybody on the chat. Like Miss Tina said, everybody just has different views, and that's okay. That's what this panel is for us to come together and talk, share our views, and be able to come and communicate. And then, tomorrow we still be like, hey, what's up, bad duck? What's up, elephant?
Come on.
What's going on?
Yeah, I don't have no. To me, it's all a learning experience.
Yolanda, did you put the shovel down? Because I know you was ready to bury somebody a few minutes ago.
The shovel
was already kicked my
the
ass.
ditch is already dug.
I ain't gonna lie. It's just it heated me a little bit, but I'm human. I have no it's not like I'll be like, I hate you forever, bad duck. It's none of that. It's just this one just poked the bear a little bit. And
I think Britt wanted
and Britt wanted. I don't say nothing, so it kind of bubbled over for me tonight.
Okay.
I think Britt's mad because she wanted me to bring the piece of paper to her, and now she knows how I really feel about the piece of paper.
Oh my God!
I'm sorry, hon. I still love you.
Thank you, Beth.
Well, he's
Elevated.
free to leave whenever he get ready, so I guess he available.
Lord,
Yeah, I've been
Elevated.
available a few years now.
You need to do a night doing a marriage panel.
Oh God.
Yeah, homebody Trish actually said that, but I need some single people too. They ain't about to gang up on me.
Oh, I am Rodney.
By all
Rodney, I am
means,
standing on it.
let me be in the situation as one of the single people.
right.
Team
Yeah.
single, Tina, me and Tina got this.
See,
Yeah.
I'm over there as team single.
All right, so what we gonna do? We'll set this up. You know, I don't want to do it like short notice or whatever.
Yeah.
We'll definitely set one up.
I'm not coming to that one. I already took enough abuse tonight. Kidding.
You're gonna be on Tina's team, bro. Come on.
Okay.
It's gonna be single versus married. Come on, yeah, we
Yeah,
got
because he's single. He don't believe in marriage.
Right.
That's mean. Just rude. No.
Can't say there's nothing wrong with an opinion you've been saying is wrong for 30 minutes. You guys now what you say, bad duck, stand on it, bro.
No, I'm standing on it. I said we have different opinions. We have different feelings on it, and we agreed to disagree. So I'm still standing on it. It's all good.
Yeah, you said no worries. Yep. Okay. All right, we had 2.5 hours. I'm good. I gotta we
I
got it.
ain't got
Yes, and
nothing
I'm
but
counting down to my 55th birthday.
love
Hey,
in
Goose
Wait
my
a
Star,
minute.
bro. I'm sorry.
soul.
You
I
came
got
in at
love
the
in my
last.
heart, and I don't need a piece of paper for you to have love for you all. I was just writing that. Sorry, it was bad.
Uh,
I'll try
Count
again.
Ooh,
down to
goof
my
you should
star.
55th
you
Is
birthday.
that a
should press the
troll?
replay because
Who's
yeah,
that?
we
Is that a troll?
Goof Stars, number one Goof Stars.
That's in your chat.
Ain't in my chat.
Yeah, let me check because sometimes I get some weird
Uh,
ones.
I don't see no trolling. He
It's
just
not
said,
in
"What's the
mine.
power
There
of
we
There,
the
go.
there,
word?"
where you
there
going? I'm
might
going
be.
to sleep.
Why do you think he's a troll?
Ronnie said, "Where you going?"
On
All,
sleep.
all, all he
He's
asked
I'm
was,
going to
I
sleep.
don't know who that is,
"So what
but
is
there
this
might.
power of detachment?" And dang well, peace out. What's trollish about that?
I was asking a question.
You all flipping out. I'm kidding. Just relax. It's fine.
Okay.
Calm,
Delirium started to set in.
calm
Yes,
down.
absolutely.
Well, all
Yeah,
right,
I ain't
guys.
no troll.
Go
It is a
ahead.
good name. Yes, you have a wonderful night, elevated, and everybody else, and
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yada
Good
yada yada
night,
yada
bad duck.
yada. Have a good night, everybody.
Later, bad duck.
Thank you,
Thank you
bad
for
guy.
these wonderful watch hours. It has been
I swear.
absolutely
Yes,
marvelous.
Yes.
Yeah.
thank you for the
These
watch.
vocal exercises have been something else.
Indeed, they are.
Hold on,
Because
hold
they
on.
certainly
Hold
be
on.
been
Yeah.
good
So,
people.
so Rodney, we 2.5 hours in. If you're not going to join, we going to shut this down.
Yeah, Rodney. Quit being
Try
a
to get.
wuss
You've been trying to
and
get Rodney up here like forever.
I
yeah,
know.
yapping in the chat. It's like, get up here, man.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
talking about where you going. I'm going to sleep unless you
Dude,
coming to join the
Rodney,
I
you
know
know
chat.
what?
that's right.
You acting right now like you want to get married without a marriage certificate.
Oh,
Get up here.
Lord have mercy.
Terrible.
bad duck.
Very
Bro.
terrible.
What?
Oh,
Yo, bad duck is the troll.
of all trouble.
The original.
I mean, no pause all the way.
Said no pause all the way.
Look, man, I just try to have fun. That's it.
Nah,
I'm
that's
sorry if some of you take some of
no,
my
no,
my
no.
really
Nobody,
horrible humor sometimes as anything
listen,
more
bro.
than just bad humor.
Miss
Nobody.
Melinda, you
Yeah.
still alive over there? We ain't heard you in a long time.
Yeah.
Y'all have been powerhousing. I'm here.
Oh,
She
okay.
getting an
Giggling.
easy watch out.
Yes, sir.
Hi, Melinda.
I ain't even mad at it. That's what we here for.
Yeah, yeah.
All
I'm
right.
trying.
So Rodney went gold, so I know what that means.
Oh, Rodney.
It's like well,
Ronnie.
he gonna jump on here one day. Pause on
One
the
day.
panel. On the panel.
Much respect, Rodney, but yeah, you need to come
You
up
know
here.
what? He may need one that has less people. That way he can get all his thoughts out.
Yes.
Okay.
So what are you saying?
So
That
you
some of
might,
us talk too much?
yes, that's exactly what I said. I'm so glad you said it so eloquently.
And did he?
You, me,
He
and
did.
you? Is that what you're saying?
That's wild. All right. Thank you everybody for joining. If you came in late, please be sure to catch the replay.
Yeah.
Be sure to hit the like and leave a comment after this live stream. I really would appreciate it, as well as everybody that's streaming this to their channels, as it helps with the engagement. You could have been anywhere in these internet streets, but you spent some time here with us on the panel, and we appreciate you for that.
And we're sorry.
We're not sorry. Everybody
He's
take care.
sorry, not me.
Everybody take care. Have a great night. I'll see you guys.
Good
Bye.
night,
Have a
everyone.
great
See you
night,
Always
tomorrow.
a
everybody.
pleasure. Good night.
Love y'all.
Good
Love
night.
you.
Good night.
Bye.